is finals day. What a location. The crowd are ready.
I am so excited for today.
There it is, the switch, big twist.
The twist. Perfect execution.
Wow.
Look at that.
Beautiful try.
He's got it. Everyone's going nuts. Huge run there from Mizuho Hasegawa and showing true form.
Alley-oop heel flip over the love seat.
Yes, we see it. 900, absolutely perfect. Welcome to the World Cup Rome 2026, live from the Spot Skate Park in Ostia, Italy. Rome's seaside venue is ready to host the world's best park skaters as they compete for World Cup glory. It's time for the world's best to step up as we begin our qualification period for LA 28. Hi everyone, I'm Mark Churchill, and joining me on the platform right now is Mr. Skate IQ himself, Mitchie Briscoe.
Oh, Mark, thank you so much for having me. It's such an honor to come back to Ostia and call this final once again.
Now, this is the fourth time we've been back to the Spot Skate Park in Ostia, and people are still finding new ways to skate the park, right?
Yeah, you know, when a park is built this well, you can keep coming back year after year and just find new lines, find new ways to use it. And we're seeing a ton of progression every single year.
And speaking of the park, Mitchie got a chance to check it out a little bit earlier.
Well, before the contest got underway, I got to watch some of the world's best warm-up. Let's go check out some of the features on the course. This bank wall is one of the best features here. You pretty much have to use it. The way the bowl is built, a lot of lines send you this direction. But what you're gonna see is a ton of variation. You might see people flying off of the quarter pipe doing flip tricks or 360s. You'll see sliding lip tricks. You'll see regular lip tricks like blunts and whatnot. And I think I saw Sky flying in 6 feet over from the side to start the run. So keep an eye out for the bank because you sort of don't know what to expect. It's so hard to use a volcano. It's so hard to use it in your run properly. And if you can be that creative, like a Goitz with the no slide fakie to switch back one, that's gonna make a big difference in scoring just because I guarantee nobody else is gonna be doing anything like that. Hey. A long grind over the love seat is a non-negotiable. You need one. Wow, I've never seen that. Frontside nose grind off into the deep end, straight to her back tail. Skating the hip into the deep end leaves you with an important decision to make. Take it easier over the hip and focus on doing a really hard trick in the deep end. Or, like you just saw Arissa do, you can use it as your hammer. If you can find a way to do a hard trick into the deep end and link it straight away to another hard trick, you're in a really good spot. The deep end should be reserved for big tricks. That one trick that differentiates you and kind of locks your position in finals or on the podium, like this. Now that you know what's in the park, it's up to the riders to use their 45-second runs to use all these obstacles the best they can. Whoever puts together the best lines comes out the winner.
It's interesting that you started on the flat bank there because people are starting to use it a lot more in their runs and get their heads around this course a bit better.
You know, that bank wall is going to be an integral part of this contest. It looks really inviting, but you can't sleep on it. We saw a lot of bails in both quarterfinals and semifinals on that bank. Expect it to be a make or break obstacle tonight.
Well, it's certainly going to be make or break for someone like Arissa True, who is skating really well right now.
It's just such a pleasure to watch Arissa even just warm up for this final. She looks so strong on her board, and her bag of tricks is just so deep. I cannot wait to see her hopefully upgrade that last trick in the deep end wall from semifinals and really finish this contest strong.
Well, we're really close to seeing what Arissa's got in store for her. But you were lucky to meet up with her earlier and chat whilst the rest of Team Australia were in qualifications.
All right, Arissa, it's good to see you again.
You too.
You got second last year.
Yeah.
What stands out to you most when you look back at that contest last year?
I really like how I started it with a 5 on the back wall and then the melon 5 over this like gap over here.
Are you the type of person like you like watching back the old contests and studying footage?
I try to study the footage and like rewatch it and be like, oh, new line ideas. But sometimes I don't even like watching because I'm like, why did I do that? Why did I not do that? Like, oh.
It's just torture. So Team Australia seems like a tight-knit group.
Yeah, like it's a pretty good team. I like skating with them all for sure, and like especially when they come and support and I'm here like supporting them. Okay.
Now they're dropping him.
Go Ash! Oh my gosh.
He's putting it together.
Yeah, Ash!
When you make a plan for your run, are you gonna do that run no matter what? Or do you ever make small changes in the heat of the moment?
I don't really ever like plan out my runs anymore because like I usually know when I draw up a line it doesn't work.
Oh wait, we got Kieran next. Kieran's one of my favorite skaters.
Wow.
Oh, come on, Kieran. This park has become a staple. What about this bowl and this contest makes it so special?
It's sometimes hard to like make new lines at a park you've gone to before because it's so easy to just like reroute to doing what you've done in the past. But I think it's also like a good challenge to like see how you can make your run different.
All right, here we go, Ash.
Woo! Yeah, Ash!
Heel flip and knee in the deep end, you reckon?
I think melon 5 he'll do for sure.
Yeah, Ash!
Yeah, Ash!
This is where I'm always just like, man, breathe in, take it, get oxygen in. Oh, that's a lock.
Woo! Yeah, back he will!
Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. You did nose blunt going that way.
I had to 15 either way or this way.
So when did you start skating?
When I was like 7 or 8.
That's later than I thought.
Really?
Yeah. Hey Tom, when did you start skating?
I started going to skate park when I was like 4.
Yeah.
But my older brother skated, so I went with him.
I feel like a lot of girls, they like, I don't know if they start that early. I feel like they start a bit later, and like a lot of the girls I know, or like from Australia, they all like used to do like gymnastics or dance, and then they quit and go to skating.
Huh, did you?
I did dance. Yeah, Kieran.
Kieran. Oh! I am such a big fan of yours, and I'm definitely rooting for you to
Thank you.
put your run down. Thanks for taking the time to catch up with me.
Thank you.
So, Joey, before we talk about the competition, what age did you start skateboarding at?
I started skateboarding around like 18 months old or like 1 year old, somewhere around there. That's when like my parents put me on my skateboard for the first time.
What?
So.
I did not expect that.
I was 3. I thought that was early. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. Well, Joey, I've known you for a couple years now. So proud of you, watching you grow as a skateboarder, especially competitive. This is your first semifinal you've ever made. How does it feel to get this far in a world skate competition?
Yes, thank you so much. I've like always been doing world skate comps and like always trying to get a higher placement like every time. And this is my first semifinals and I'm super happy, super proud of myself, and I just hope to keep like progressing.
And you did all that without the elusive 540, which I know you've been working on so hard. That 450 right at the end of your run over the hip just barely didn't work. What happened there?
Yeah, my second run I tried it and it wasn't in time and I fell and I got like a pretty good score. But my third run I tried pumping a lot harder and then I finally got up to it and then I couldn't grab it as well as I wanted to and I missed it, but it's okay.
So, Joey, the goal is LA 28. How's it looking for you so far?
I think it's pretty good. I'm just gonna try and have fun along the way and keep progressing and just keep going.
Well, I can't wait to see that progression. I'm really excited to see where you take it. And speaking of LA 28, let's take a look at what it's going to take to get there.
In 2028, the Olympic Games will take place in Los Angeles, California, featuring 4 skateboarding competitions. The minimum age to compete in LA 28 is 14 years old. Olympic Qualifier Phase 1 allows any skateboarder to begin their Olympic journey through their national federation. Olympic qualifier events include World Skateboarding Tour World Cups and World Championships. Each national team can register up to 3 athletes per event. Up to 6 additional athletes per nation may earn entry by ranking in the World Skateboarding Ranking Top 30. At World Skateboarding Tour events, athletes compete for contest placings. These placements convert into ranking points. The World Skateboarding Ranking considers ranking points from the past 18 months. The top 44 athletes per gender and discipline advance to Olympic Qualifier Phase 2. Each field will be limited to a maximum of 6 athletes per country. In Olympic Qualifier Phase 2, competitions will continue as part of the Olympic Qualifier Series and the World Skateboarding Tour. At the end of Phase 2, the 22 highest-ranked athletes qualify for LA 28, considering the following rules: a maximum of 3 athletes per national team, at least 1 athlete per continent, at least 1 athlete from the host country if not already qualified through ranking, and 1 spot for eligible athletes from underrepresented countries. It's a long and exciting road ahead, so join us and follow the journey on the road to LA 28.
So if you want to check out that and have a recap, you can go on the World Skate SB YouTube to find out more. Now, Mitchie, just before finals, I want to have a little chat about Sky Brown.
Man, who doesn't want to talk about Sky Brown? Let's do it. Let's get into it.
She is on top form, but we haven't seen her for a few years, and it's kind of like she's a bit of an enigma right now.
Yeah, she took a break from the limelight, from the competitions. I can only assume that the fame and the stardom happened so fast and violently, but she came back. We chatted about it in Brazil a couple of months ago. She feels really calm, focused, and looks good as ever on her skateboard.
Yeah, it's really, really looking like it's going to be a crazy final, and she looks like she's almost at 80%, so I'm excited to see what she's got. But another standout skater is Haley Servio.
You can't forget about Haley Servio, Olympic 5th place, an X Games gold medalist, and is only getting more and more consistent in each and every park contest.
So we're going to see more from her in the finals, right?
100%.
Well, that's just 2 standout skaters, but let's take a look at just how they got here. Women's semis kicked off with a lot of broken first runs. What looked like big game nerves from Chinese newcomer Han Xu drew to a close what had been a superb debut up until then. Above her came USA's Lillian Eriksson, seeking to make it to her second final on the bounce. A heavy second run slam really shook her up. She couldn't make it gel in run 3 and had to settle for 15th. Consistency or lack thereof was the defining characteristic of women's Heat 1, with only little Joey Yarborough managing to build from run to run. In the end, she was 2 undone on her last trick of her last run. Her otherwise super impressive glow-up ended her best result to date by some 8 places. The usually bankable Japanese duo of Kokona Hiraki and Sakura Yosizumi both stacked on their first runs and needed their third to put up respectable numbers. Out of Heat 1, only Kokona survived the Heat 2 onslaught to stay in the game for today's final. She traded places with compatriot Misugu Okamoto, who became the only skater in Heat 2 not to advance. But 14th place on your return after half a decade of not skating at all says something. Other than Misugu, Heat 2 was business as usual for the elite of women's park. By the end of run 1, most of the heavy hitters were already home and dry. Only Mizuho Hasegawa needed her second run to reach safety. The fact that 7 of the last heats are in the final 8 shows just how consistent both their skating and the judging between rounds is. Wow. It is time for our finals. As you can hear probably in the background, the crowd is going wild. The stands are full, the lights are on, and the sun is going down. So let's take a look at our start list for our women's park final. Dropping in first, always a hard task, right? Rika Ventura.
Man, she is going to have to start this competition off strong. She made her first run to get into finals. I want to see her make her first run in finals.
But with the likes of Naya Lasso, knows how to win a competition, took the win out in Dubai before. It is going to be a heavy, heavy competition, but she knows how to do it and got those big Japans to back herself up with. So 3 runs, 45 seconds on the clock. Best run counts, and here we have Rika Ventura dropping in. First skater in the final, boosting into that flat bank to start things off.
This first run will tell us a lot about how this contest strategy will go. She's starting off so strong with a kickflip Indy immediately. She didn't do that once getting into finals, so we're looking like everybody is going to be throwing caution to the wind to start this.
I don't think there's any room for a mild, safe run right now. I think you're going to have to put the bangers in early doors to be able to secure and be feeling a little bit more comfortable as you go through the rounds.
It's all about finding a way to catch momentum and hit your hardest run.
Okay, out of Spain, we have Naya Lasso.
We noticed she's not having her Yoda socks.
No, she did have them with her yesterday, but not wearing them. Shook the Yoda socks off and getting stuck into run number 1 of our women's final. Oh,
Huge
changing things
5-0
up.
fakie over the love seat. I have not seen that yet.
Well, that means she can get into that L twist a lot earlier in her run. Big backside air as well.
And don't sleep on how high that was in the deep end and then doing a back tail on the way out. Just barely let her feet shift too far heel side coming out of the tail slide, which I think her balance was fine, but the poor foot position made her board turn, which then knocked her off the other side. I think a better foot position, that's a make.
Well, we know Naya took 5th out in WST World Cup Rome 2025, so she knows how to get up those ranks, and 3rd in Ostia 2024 as well. As we move on to Hailey Servio, we spoke about her earlier, really, really smashing it out here in Ostia.
I really like what Hailey's been doing on her skateboard. Really excited to see what she's going to show us tonight.
Highest score was an 84 yesterday.
Starting off with a McTwist and then a backside 270 over the volcano.
Oh, I love that nose grind.
Cheeky frontside nose grind.
Up to backside lip slide. It's certainly looking like she might break the mold of Bales right now.
Really nice use of park going up to lip slide, 50-50 off the hip and then back into the deep end, setting up onto the face fall.
How hard is it to drop in and get it done when you've seen 2 bailed runs already?
You know, I think when you've made it this far in the contest, it's really hard to watch other people go.
Whoa!
But she really showed that her fakie to fakie 5, I think what I was trying to say is she had her plan, ignored the first 2 runs. I think that was her safe run. So I don't think she let anything bother her.
Well, you often talk about people skating against themselves and not the rest of the field, right?
I think that's very important, partly because it's skateboarding. You don't have any defenders. You don't have anyone trying to stop you from doing what you're doing. So no matter what anyone else does, your job stays exactly the same.
We usually see Hailey around the quarterfinals stages, but got through to 2 semifinals before, but first final, right?
Yeah, and I keep going to bat for her. I think we're just going to see a lot of Hailey moving forward.
So we're waiting for that first full pull run score to come through. We've got an esteemed panel of judges that are scribbling scores down right now. See our course manager just holding the rest of the skaters. They are keen to get in. I can see people staying warm on the platform. And you always know that that first full score that's coming through is setting the standard for everyone else, right? And that standard is 81.50. Great first run score, therefore.
And straight to Hinano Kusaki. I think she's ready to follow that up. I love when they show the next rider and their eyes are like laser beams are coming out, staring at the coping where she's going to roll in.
So regular footy, that's left foot forward.
Big
straight into the
kickflip Indy over the love seat.
The bail.
I think that's worth it. A strong trick over the love seat is worth so much. The easiest way to get speed for the love seat, whether it's backside or frontside, is at the beginning of your run. So therefore, a hard trick over the love seat at the beginning of your run makes the most sense. Straight to Arissa.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, it is tense out here. I'm really excited to see how she approaches this first run, whether she holds it safe or goes everything, including the kitchen sink.
We know she starts with a big McTwist. That was bigger than the one in semifinals.
Straight into that 540 over the gap hip as well.
She was talking about in our pregame interview that she really likes that line, the back-to-back fives to start it. It gives her momentum and confidence on her board.
Up to the back lip and the Madonna in the deep end. Getting that speed up onto the frontside tail slide. Arissa certainly knows how to take the win. It's looking so good so far. Back tail through the corner. It's all going to come down to this last 10 seconds, Mitchie.
Backside 360 over onto the bank. This is that make or break obstacle we were talking about. That bank is so important to do a hard trick, and it looks inviting, but it bites hard just like that. I might say Arissa does look really strong, almost stronger today than yesterday.
Yeah, I think so. Looking almost more focused as well, and just really probably wants to get that run out of the way, get that first run nerves going, because let's face it, these are young people skating in front of big crowds, and they're making a lot of noise. You can't ignore that, can you?
Yep, and she has 2 tricks on that face wall that she's going into out of the bank. So she wants the next run to be made and then to be able to upgrade it.
Remember, Arissa is the 2024 Paris Olympic gold medalist, so she knows how to absorb that nerves.
Followed up by Kokona Haraki, which we saw a stellar performance in semis.
Kokona dropping straight in. You see that focus she had before she dropped in.
I love these first 3 tricks. Long backside nose grind on the love seat, straight to back tail.
Well, that was a little bit low. She did well to get away with that, but that backside kickflip is pretty much perfect. A little bit of a slip out, but it's not affected her speed at all.
That kickflip no grab in the deep end cannot be overstated, just how valuable that is to have in your run.
But that really sets her apart. That frontside nose grind is really difficult up onto the deep end.
I would say really nice use of the spine. We're not seeing too many grinds, creative ways to go over the spine. We're seeing a lot more love seats, and she uses both.
Well, we know people watch the last runs back. They watch last year's competition and they go, do you know what? People who hit the spine and did tricks over the spine got scored a little bit better, so I need to put that something into my run as well.
That's probably because use of park more so than difficulty of tricks.
Big backside nose grinds, front side nose grinds. That backside kickflip as well. No one else is doing that.
On the backside kickflip, if you pay attention to how she lands it, really nice front foot control and putting your front foot right on the front bolts, and that's your stabilizing foot.
83.75. Judges not waiting at all to get that score in this time. That sees her sitting in first place as we go around to Mizuho Hasegawa. Qualified second through, just behind Sky. Looking very calm up there. Very, very calm.
We're gonna see Mizuho drop in straight to a massive 540 in the deep end. Arguably the biggest 540 we'll see in the entire women's contest.
So rolling in, getting a powerful pump straight down into the deep end. Huge 540.
Picture perfect. It couldn't be any better.
Straight into that love. See, oh, just missing the backside blunt, and that's what we saw on the last run in semifinals.
On that backside blunt slide, I think what Mizuho is going to have to do is just trust that she won't hang up on that little bit of coping on the other side of the love seat. You can see her leaning her upper body forward, trying to reach to get that extra 6 inches, that extra 8 inches to clear it, when in reality, you have to sit a little bit behind the blunt and be patient.
Well, she took the win out here at WST World Cup Rome 2025, and she knows what it's going to take, but it's going to be very difficult with the form that Sky Brown's on right now.
All eyes on Sky Brown, flying in from the side into the bank.
Landed a little bit low, but Sky knows how to work those transitions and get the speed back up, and there's a big, big frontside nose grind.
Great save on the frontside nose grind. Got a little bit far over the deck on her, and she was just patient with it.
Straight into the kickflip indie on the first run this time. Looking solid right now. Backside Smith grind through the corner to get that alley-oop line. It's not just about the tricks you're doing, it's how you get to the next trick, right?
Yeah, Sky's ability to use the park is honestly second to none. She doesn't have the backside 540 that we see a lot of other people do, but she's using the spine, the love seat, big airs, and this strong finishing trick with the front three over the spine.
Big, clean run right there for Great Britain's Sky Brown. Big smiles, as we always see. Dad's stoked, and it's going to be so nice to get that big run in early doors, right?
Nothing better than a proud family. Oh, that just hit me in the feels.
There's that big nose grind. You can see she almost overshot it onto the platform.
That's going to be a bail for most people, for most skaters in the world. That's going to be a bail. When we look at this kickflip indie, I was talking to Tom Shar about it. What's so hard about this volcano? The takeoff is so steep, the landing is so steep that getting your actual landing spot right is so hard. So I think it's smart of her to err towards the spine side.
Whoa, big score coming in for Sky Brown right there, 92.28. That has pushed the standard just a little bit further than we thought it'd go already. Okay, Micah Ventura, run number 2 of 3, had a bailed run, but sneaking in little runs between the runs there, and she is looking very strong and focused.
All Rika wants to do is catch this kickflip indie and go for it.
There it is. Oh, no way.
Oh, I wanted
just a
her to
little
stand on
bit
that so
further
bad.
away than she needed it, right?
Yep, she flew a little bit down the transition into the deep end, so that landing would have been really hard. The impact of that would have been really heavy. Just got to tuck it up against the deep end coping a little bit more, which is scary in its own right, but it'll come in softer.
I think it's just going to be running through the motions after that landed kickflip indie as we take it over to Spain's Naya Lasso. Dropping in, same place again on that flat bank and getting those calves in to build up the speed towards the love seat. 5-0 fakie again. Not many people doing the 5-0 fakie like that, especially on the love seat.
No, I haven't seen it once. I think it's great to turn it straight into hitting the deep end fakie and then coming out of the deep end with a back tail.
There's the backside lip slide after that back tail. Different line completely than anyone else is doing there. Oh, just missing the kickflip grab in the deep end. Almost like it was going to be a kickflip body jar.
And this is a little bit of Naya's process in finals. She really seems to go through it emotionally every time she competes. And, you know, I love the consistency because even though it's hard on her, she pulls through late in the game often.
Well, I think Naya needs to just calm down a little bit, looking a bit emotional there, but it's all well said when it's not me out there on the platform with the last run to go. But if you can get through that top 5, you get the golden run, right?
Yep, top 5 after 3 runs get a chance to go again.
There's always that other chance as we take it to
Now
Hailey Servio.
The world is her oyster. She made her first run. What more can you ask for? Have some fun. Try your best tricks.
Straight into the McTwist there. Alley-oop 3 over that volcano.
Showing a lot of
that's
confidence
so
on
hard.
saving that landing. It got a little steep on her.
Bringing it back into the deep end, standing up on that frontside Smith grind and out to backside lip slide.
This is the same run so far. We'll see a grind coming into the shallow end, and we'll likely see 2 grinds in and out of the deep end.
I do feel like this is an upgrade from what we saw in semi-finals, right?
Yes.
Looking way more solid, landing bolts, both feet over the truck bolts.
So far, the same run as last time. Let's see what she finishes with.
Oh, wow. So changing up the 540, grabbing it melon this time, but just over-rotating.
She got away with what could be a nasty slam. We call that fishtailing.
Yeah.
When the back wheels slide out late backside, it can send you high side onto your back. But since she stayed on for so long, it softened the blow. I think that melon backside 5 to finish will be a really strong upgrade.
How do you feel the judges will reward 2 540s in the deep end, though?
As long as they're different grabs, I think you're in good shape.
Okay, Hinano Kosaki, run 2 of 3. Rolling in. Love where she starts, wasting no time carving round and getting the kickflip indie this time.
Got the kickflip indie this time, and that's one of the strongest tricks we've seen so far.
Big rock and roll slide.
Wow. What do you call that, from flat wall to flat wall?
Yeah, that was all the way round. It was from flat to flat. Back into the deep end, big 5.
Nice, big 540. Clean melon grab, landing strong, pumping out of it.
Front feeble through the corner, looking very strong right now. 50-50. Going to be feeling that burn in her legs right now, but just taking a breather in those calves.
This is what it all comes down to.
Alley-oop to the deep end, so scary. Cradle slide, and that's going to be the full pull for Hinano Kosaki.
That's a great line. Doing an alley-oop basically means you're carving frontside and spinning backside. So that means you're blind the whole time, especially into the deep end. You sort of don't know where you are. It's a very feel-based trick.
Well, that coping slopes away and comes up really quick, doesn't it?
Here is the huge kickflip indie over the love seat. We're seeing a lot of kickflip indies, but sometimes into the bank or in the deep end. When you're going over the love seat, that basically means you have to go really fast on a small transition. 2 things that make your kickflips harder.
One thing about that 540 was she traveled quite a distance across the deep end.
Yeah, I like that. You're in 2 categories. Either you spin straight up and down or you carve them. It's kind of each their own.
I feel like we missed a bit of breakdancing as that 86.51 came through for Hinano. As we go back to Arissa True, currently in 5th place, 72.07. I think we're going to see a full pull, surely.
Same thing again. I think she's going to do the exact same thing again. Her wheels just slipped out on the 360.
Starting it off with the 540 straight in. Just a bit of a crouch to control that, but no great shakes so far.
I like that line hitting the volcano into the left side of the deep end. Very uncommon.
It's a very unique line to get through to the deep end for that second hit. Frontside tail slide over the love seat, bringing it back into that midsection and taking it down into the deep end. Love that line. And the backside tail slide. Arissa really knows how to get the most out of a course, doesn't she? And getting the 360 done this time.
Going for the 360, holding on for dear life. Straight into a switch big twist.
Okay, that's the shape of things to come, but it is now going to come down to that 3rd and final run, right?
Yes, for sure. And I think really where that run comes together is the grind into the deep end before the back tail. That's what's going to make or break if you have enough speed to set the 360 to then get the switch 540.
It did look like she was going a bit slow,
yeah,
but that bank has taken out so many people, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
74.16 with a bailed run. That's massive score. Kokona Hiraki currently in 3rd place. Never shows any sign of fear, ever. So focused.
So she made her last run. I think this one starts the same, but hopefully we see an upgrade late.
You see that early positioning of her foot for the nose grind. She's so comfortable on them. Bit of an upgrade on the backside tail slide this time, and a definite upgrade on the backside kickflip.
That was a little bit higher and a cleaner landing. A 2-for-1.
Coming back round front side. Ollieing up to frontside nose grind. The way she pops that in is so sick.
Got more on top of the frontside nose grind, so execution is already noticeably better. New kickflip
indie
in the shallow end.
That came out of nowhere right there. Kokona is absolutely on fire as she takes it down into the deep end again. Cradle slide. Last 3 seconds. Taking it over the volcano. Big run right there for Kokona Hiraki.
I see this as a big upgrade. Very possible now to be sitting in 2nd place with a little bit of space from both Hinano and some space underneath Sky. Not only was it a trick upgrade, which is always good, but it was also an execution upgrade throughout the entire run.
Well, to get through in 3rd place, 85.35 was what it's taking. We've seen the scores going ballistic, and I think this could be another big score, Mitchie.
100%.
All eyes on the scoreboard right now. 87.92, you're right. There's that upgrade.
Yep, and that's hard to see use of park or execution from home, but it's very obvious to the trained eyes.
Mizuho Hasegawa currently in 7th place. Yet to get that full run down. Rolling in and boosting down into that huge 540. That was way out there, wasn't it?
Full pump into it, really tight spin, strong landing.
Getting it done this time.
Big backside blunt slide. Let's go, Mizuho.
Stalefish in the corner pocket. Bringing it back over with the in the air on the volcano. 20 seconds remaining on the clock.
Backtail into the deep end. Much harder than the backtail out of the deep end, which we're seeing is more common.
Coming off that body jar, back to the love seat, front side air. Needs to stay on right now.
Full power, keeping her speed. Really nice line.
Oh, beautiful. And getting it done on time. That is a big, big run right there for Mizuho.
Landing that final trick, standing tall, shoulders back, almost knowing that she was going to make it as soon as she took off.
Well, you were saying that yesterday, and I hope she watched the show back and took your advice.
When you get a trick right, it's really clear to yourself and to everyone that it's going to be a make very early. When you look at execution, sometimes it's the intangibles like, wow, that looked good from before they took off. It was perfect.
You saw that 540 in the deep end. It was level with that barrier at the back, and that's literally 8 foot high. It's way high.
This is going to be a decision of style and preference when it comes to, we're looking at Kokona's lower, more technically difficult, more flip tricks, no grabs, and Mizuho flying high and doing 540s, which seems to be rewarded very heavily in these comps.
Well, the judges are going to be finding out where she's going to sit amongst the pack. Always judging to position. Their scores are to position, right?
Yeah, so it's not an objective 89. It's giving him second place with some space between the other scores.
She's certainly got the judges scratching their heads for run number 2. Really stoked to see her get that backside blunt slide. You can see the determination as she went in and pushed it with her back foot, right?
Yeah, just being patient, holding on.
87.21 sees her sitting in 3rd place.
One flip trick away
well,
from
those
second
two
place.
Scores, second and the third, very close as we go to first place qualifier through to finals. Sky Brown.
I've seen her work on a really hard trick into this bank. Let's see if she pulls it off.
Well, she's got the full pull out the way already. Taking the air down into that flat bank. Much better execution this time. Front side nose grind, tidied that right up.
She pops that so strong on the way in.
So what's the strategy here? Because she's going to get through to golden runs. So how's she going to go through this?
I don't know what her plan is to upgrade her last run. It was so good, and we're seeing a very similar approach to this run. So I would love to see Sky use her next 4 runs just to send it. There it is.
Wow.
Big frontside 270 into the deep end.
What a beastly alley-oop into the deep end. Going to finish off with the frontside 360. That is a classic Sky Brown move. And Sky Brown is looking to increase her lead again and again.
That's a noticeable upgrade from her last trick into the deep end. Going from the tall quarter pipe to the deep end, alley-oop frontside, it's so blind, it's so scary. I would never want to try that.
Well, we've seen it before with Sky when she took the win out in San Juan, Argentina. She didn't even get to her final run. She just did her second run with an upgrade, just like we're seeing here, and then watching the rest of the field try and catch up to her score. And it's really clever play. So looking to drop a 92.28, and it's a 93.23.
So that single trick upgrade was worth an entire point. So looking at Rika, what is she going to have to do to get to golden runs now?
Well, firstly, get a full run down, but she can't hold back at all. It's got to be all or nothing. She knows that.
It starts with this kickflip indie. No matter how you grab it, no matter where you're going to land, give yourself a chance.
Well, we're going to see if it's going to happen right now. It's in. No, just leaning forward just a little bit too much, but fair play. She could have held back and tried to make it up in the rest of the run, but she said, no, it's all or nothing. I'm hyped on that.
sometimes when you catch the trick and you have a chance, sometimes it's more painful when you let it go than it is to just eat concrete.
Great skating from Heike Ventura as we take it over to someone in a very similar place.
It all
Naya
happens so
Lasso.
fast. She's already on her 3rd run, had 2 mess-ups so far. I really, really want to see Naya pop out on the deck after this run.
Well, surely she's going to be looking at the scoreboard and seeing Haley's score and looking to just improve on that to get into that top 5.
Nice and fast
golden
coming
runs.
out of the 5-0 fakie into the deep end for the 360.
Oh, missing that backside tail slide. Do you think that it got into her head a little bit there, Mitchie?
I think so. She didn't look quite as comfortable coming into that back tail. Looked like it was showing on her face a little bit.
See Danny Leon cheering her on there. Team Spain are a very close-knit team. She's definitely looking disappointed, but you got through to finals, not finals, Naya. You should be very, very happy with yourself.
The worst you're going to do in this contest is 8th place. Congratulations. You did it.
Take the win.
Yeah.
It's a win. But we're also dealing with some young people that have got a lot of emotions, and it's pretty tough to get over that sometimes.
Like Haley Servio right now on the bubble spot. She can take this opportunity and say, I did my run. I had 2 pretty strong showings. It's going to be her and Arissa True for a golden run, so she cannot just sit here.
No, it's got to be throwing everything she's got at this 3rd run.
She's got to at least bump up 1 place to keep safe because you know Arissa wants that switch 540.
Well, it's certainly looking good so far. Classic sturdy riding from Haley. She pops in off that 50-50 so well to keep the speed going. Lands just over the hip.
It would be great to see an upgrade in one of these lip tricks right here.
Bringing it back across to the flat bank. 360, getting it done. Switch carving through. Whoa, just pushing off the wall, maybe.
Nice. Fakey to fakey 5. I couldn't tell from our angle if her hand touched. I don't think so this time. But is that enough to get above Hinano to have a golden run?
I was just about to ask you that, Mitchie. You're reading my mind. Is it going to be enough? I think everything would have to be perfect. And like you say, it would have been nice just to see 1 upgrade.
It might be 0.5, 0.75 upgrade. Maybe the judges saw an increase in speed and execution, so okay, maybe a point. But I don't think it's going to be the 5 points she needs to switch to 4th place.
She is beaming, and rightly so. Getting the full run done. Looking to drop the 81.50. She's going to be keeping her fingers crossed that we see another bail from Arissa, but she is all good under pressure, right?
Waiting eagerly for this score and potentially for a golden run.
5.16. Definite upgrade. Oh, see some visualization there. Flip grab on the platform. Let's hope they didn't start the timer.
It's when your feet touch, not your hands.
Hinano Kasaki rolling in. Boom, big kickflip indie. I'd say that was a little bit better and certainly boosting out onto that flat bank. Oh, look at that filming. Oh, wow. Nick Hansen smashing it. Such a good slide and roll around the corner.
I love the fisheye angle on that long rock and roll slide in the deep end. Huge 540.
Way up there.
She's already safe in the golden run, so right now she sort of has 2 chances just to let it fly.
Yeah, I'd like to see where she's going to put the upgrade in. Oh, just misses the Monty grind, the backside Smith grind. You see, she's looking a bit confused. I think she wanted to get to try something at least once before golden runs, right?
Yeah, you know, that's a good point. Maybe she was starting to think a little ahead. What's going to happen in the deep end after that? That's a good question, Mark.
I'm really excited to see, because you could kind of see she was looking at it.
Yeah.
All smiles as always anyway. 61.08, so remaining. That's 86.51. Okay, it's all on the line right now. Last run for Arissa True. What's going through her head, Mitchie?
Can you do it on Sunday in finals on your last run when you need it most.
In front of one of the best crowds at any of the stops that we go to.
Sometimes the best way to handle nerves is just to pump hard on the way out of tricks. Come in a little soft, pump hard on the way out.
Certainly an upgrade from run number 2 already. There's the Madonna.
Now, as she comes into this grind in the deep end, this is going to determine a lot. We want to see a really clean landing and then a really good back tail. Strong pump. This sets up the 360, which sets up the switch 540.
Oh, bit of a revert on the way in, sliding it. Certainly got better speed. Oh, no way. I was thinking she might throw that away and get the front side 360 going.
Just to get to golden runs. But at that point, you're just going for a golden run. So it's like either I do this now or I do it in 10 minutes. I don't know if there's much of a difference.
Yeah.
But that means we see Haley Servio in a golden run. In thinking back to Haley's last run, that going from an 81 to an 85 set a bigger distance between her and Arissa. So if Arissa played it safe and doesn't get more than an 85, it was kind of all for nothing. So it really did put her on the edge of her seat.
74.55. Great to see Arissa up there giving Haley a hug. The camaraderie on the platform is amazing, isn't it?
You know, that's skateboarding. You can support each other, and no matter what anyone else does, it's your job to do your run, just like Kokona's dropping in and about to do.
Currently in second, and you can see why from those backside nose grinds. That was a better backside tail slide. Almost looking a little bit more comfortable now that full run's out of the way.
Each run is just getting better and better, and that backside flip no grab is so consistent.
Eyeing up that deep end. I love the way she pops in, but this time taking it to a lip slide, Mitchie.
Yeah,
this is the upgrade.
Lip slide.
The frontside air disaster, kickflip Indy, crouching out the landing, but it's a make. Straight into that Smith grind transfer over the spine. No one else is doing that one in this field.
Now this is great info as we go into the golden runs. Okay, do they like the nose grind to lip slide? Do they like the regular nose grind? Now you know what you can do for your fourth run to get just inch a little closer to sky.
Yeah, almost just being like, hey, judges, let me hear what you've got to say about that, and then I'll adjust on the fly with my golden run.
And with Mizuho only being 0.7 behind her, any buffer that Kokona can get right now is really going to help her stay in that second place spot.
There it is, up to nose grind, into the lip slide. Still getting that one to disaster in the deep end as well. $89 points straight, big score, remaining in second place.
That puts a lot of pressure on Mizuho because now instead of 0.7, it's a full 1.5 now.
Yeah. Okay, Mizuho looking focused to drop in, rolling in to that midsection straight into the deep end.
Mizuho does have the tricks to close the gap. She has variation 540, she has flip tricks in the deep end. Really excited to see what she does.
There's that blunt slide getting it done.
Great save on the blunt side.
Stalefish into the corner pocket. I love how compact she is in that Stalefish.
Kickflip Indy over the volcano, that's new.
Yep, looking so good so far. Big 50-50 off to get that line up to backside tail slide. I'd say that was an upgrade as well.
And a 360 varial. This is her deep vert skills coming out just when she needs it most.
I thought she was going to hit her truck on that frontside air, then lean up to tail slide.
Come on, Mizuho.
It's there, Michi, it is there. This is shaping up to be a final for the books right now. Mizuho Hasegawa coming back and saying, what do you think of that?
Perfect strategy, perfect execution, perfect upgrades. I mean, no complaints. She's really showing her experience and deep vert skills here and mixing it with use of park.
Well, that kickflip Indy upgrade is certainly going to improve that score. That Stalefish is so good. And the 360 varial upgrade as well.
Got a little bit bobbly in her hands, but she stood on it so strong.
Well, there is one of those things that when you're in the competition format, you can just make it when you usually wouldn't. You'd throw it away. And it's like, nah, that's mine. So waiting for that third score to come in. 93.24 to take the lead. All eyes are on the board. Pedro out there supporting the women's division.
Eagerly waiting this score coming in.
This is so gnarly to have to wait for the score to come like this, right? I think the judges are up there just having a little conference just to see where she's going to sit, and it's a 91.90. Great score in there from our team of judges. They were just looking at where she's going to sit above Kokona.
That's exactly what I had in my head that she was going to get.
Okay, Sky Brown, third and final run before Golden Run.
Let's see this foot position on the drop-in. I really want to see her do a kick.
I don't think it's going to be, no, frontside air, but I want to see where she's going to upgrade. And this is the thing about having a deep bag of tricks, right?
And being so consistent that you can actually do 4 runs and try one new thing every time.
Big stale fish, all the style for every mile on that one. Kickflip Indy gets that on her feet so quick.
Straight into a back lip.
Big backside Smith grind, getting that line every time.
Coming out of the alley-oop with speed to now carve around into this deep end for another frontside 270.
I'd say that was a higher landing on that one. Madonna in the deep end. And I mean, let's talk about style, Mitchie. It does matter, right?
Now she's just having fun, too, with the hand plant and judo and then another front 3. I mean,
great run again for Sky Brown. Just tidied up that run. And I think maybe on Golden Runs, she's going to wait to see what everyone else has done, what she's done, knows that she doesn't have to show her hand just yet, and being the last skater, you get the ability to watch what everyone else does in their Golden Run and upgrade if needed.
I want to see her show her hand, though.
Yeah,
I want to see it, Sky. Let it go.
Okay, I think tidied up a bit, 93.38. Slight upgrade there, just a few hundredths of the point.
So the top 5 are going to have 90 seconds just to skate around, warm up as we set up for this Golden Run. But the one thing that changes is the first wall rebate. If you fall on your entry or the first wall, you get to go again. So I hope we've never seen anyone use that ever before.
I was just about to say that. We've not seen anyone use it because everybody's so consistent at this stage of the competition. But what's great about that is it's not over if you fall on that first trick, but it means more people can try ridiculous tricks for the first trick.
I think this is going to be the first time we see it been used. It's been in the Golden Runs have been here now for a couple years, and we haven't seen it yet. It's time.
Yeah, it's now. The last few seconds as we take a look at the leaderboard right now, current standings. Riker couldn't get it together, but put on a great performance. And our top 3, Kokona Hiraki, 89 points, Mizuho Hasegawa, 91.90, and in the lead by quite some amount, 93.38 for Great Britain's Sky Brown.
And it's not random that the top 3 in my head are the most likely to use that first wall rebate because they have those harder tricks that they can just give it a shot.
Other than Sky Brown, if you have a look on that leaderboard, 3 Japanese flags behind her. Why is that?
Man, the skate culture in Japan around competition skating and training and being smart and strategic is just really aging very well in this format.
Certainly working out for them. A few waves from the crowd. As we get ready for our Golden Runs, every skater gets one last chance to put something special together.
Shout out to the Valentino Rossi hat.
Oh,
that's how you know you're in Italy.
Good spot. So stoked to see Hayley get through to this stage of the competition. First final, first Golden Run.
She's starting in a different spot than she was before.
Yeah, not seen her drop in the deep end to start a run of this whole competition. Listen to that crowd, Mitchie. Ostia coming through with the goods every time and getting behind all of the skaters as we see Hayley Servio drop in for her Golden Run. Varial flip, Indy.
And Now we get a
First trick
chance
rebate.
to see a first wall rebate. We were right.
Finally, it's happened.
I said it all week long. I just felt like this was going to be the time that people are actually going to use it.
It's finally happened, and by the person that's never got to this stage in the competition before.
Wonderful.
If she gets that varial flip Indy onto the flat bank, what do you think is going to happen for the rest of the run?
She's going
More
to do the
changes or
same
do
rest
the
of
same?
the run. Right now, even if there's like, okay, it's your turn, just wait. Take your breath. Get your foot position right. Stand up strong on this varial flip.
It's there.
Yes, Haley.
Wow, getting it done. The crowd going wild for that one. Looking good so far. She needs to just calm it down, right?
Yep, now straight into the same run as before. It's going to be a little bit different timing, so that last trick might be replaced with that varial flip Indy, but that's just fine with her run composition.
The Smith grind through the deep end corner up to backside lip slide. Exactly the same run, but with that upgrade of the varial flip Indy onto the flat bank.
So we'll see a grind into the deep end and another grind out.
50-50 off the hip.
Very smooth and strong.
Backside 360. See her dipping her head really far then. Oh, and just fighting it on the way out. What happened?
So that was where the fakie 540 was going to be. I thought she was going to have time for it. I'm not sure. Is the fakie 540 being replaced by the varial flip Indy? Is that actually an upgrade, or is it more of a replacement? Would have been great to have both.
Yeah, really would. It would have boosted that score right up there. But hey, Haley's getting fifth no matter what.
Yeah, well, and it's very close to her and Hinano, so this is going to be a really tight choice for the judges. The order of the golden runs is determined by your placement, so Hinano will be next. No, they like the fakie 540 more. It's very close.
80.39 for golden run as we take it to Hinano Kosaki. Currently fourth with the 86.51. Needs to step it up quite a bit, but she can do it. Getting that foot ready on the roll-in. That's so dangerous. But trying to throw the kickflip Indy in, but getting that first trick rebate.
Now we see two.
It's infectious.
I like the first wall rebate as a concept, but as a rider, it's hard to get used to because there's this element of like, well, I can bail now for the first time in my life. Like, I've never felt this before. What's going on?
Yeah.
And then how long do I wait to go again? It's a bit of a mind game.
Okay. Hinano Kosaki just taking a moment to focus and center herself. Foot ready for the kickflip Indy again. Wow, just taking it to the knee slide. I thought she caught that a little bit better, but just couldn't get it to the feet.
It looked good by my estimation.
So 86.51 will be the score that she finishes with. And she's saying thank you very much to the crowd. Always beaming with a great big smile.
So she is confirmed in fourth place.
Kokona Hiraki. Are we going to see a similar run with a different banger at the end?
Let's see if she changes this backside nose grind. I've never seen her change this trick.
Oh, okay.
Nose grind to back lip.
Do you know what? Another first wall rebate.
That's 3 in a row. So for that to work, I think she has to be just slightly more patient with the nose grind. Wait for the back lip till where she was going to re-enter anyways, and then enter the back lip.
Easier said than done, though, mate. It's a long way. It's so far. Dropping back in, building up the speed, carving around those corners.
Let's see some patience in this grind, and then sit into it.
Fell out
Very
a little
close.
bit too early.
Very close.
And that's going to be it for Kokona Hiraki, ending her time out here with an 89 straight. Big score for Kokona.
About to give gratitude and to thank the crowd and the organizers of the event.
Mizuho Hasegawa currently second, 91.90, closing that gap to Sky Brown.
She has the tricks.
Yeah.
She does have the tricks to close this almost about a 2-point gap.
Rolling in, straight into the deep end. Judo 5 to start things off. That's the upgrade. Do you think she's going to need to add something extra as well?
Yes,
Is that going to be enough
100%.
to take the title from Sky.
This is the upgrade. Kickflip frontside area into the corner.
Kickflip in the after that as well. Are you kidding me? This is looking crazy
This
right
is
now.
exactly what I was talking about when I said she has the tricks to catch Sky.
360 varial, not getting away from her. She is stamping on everything right now. Frontside air, frontside grind off the hip, looking to get back down into the deep end. Lean tail slide, 3 seconds on the clock. Taking it to
With the
Fakey,
foot
it's going to
up.
come down to this. Michi Brusco, what do you think of that?
Wow,
That's incredible.
Mizuho. That kickflip frontside air replacing a stale fish is one of those things where that's a big bucket upgrade. It is so much harder to do that than it is to just do the regular stale fish. And it's also straight into the kickflip indie off the volcano into the spine section. So you're starting to combine upgrades, hard tricks in the deep end to use a park in the shallow end, not taking a break between tricks. Everything, she did everything right that run.
I need to take a break now. That was crazy.
Wow, Mizuho.
What do you think's going through Sky Brown's head right now, seeing that?
Wow, I haven't seen something like that in a while.
All eyes. 96.33 for Mizuho Hasegawa and your new leader. All the power in the final hour right there. And she is definitely asking a question of Sky Brown right now.
You know, that is exactly what I meant when I said she has the tricks. She did every single thing I had in my head that I knew she was capable of on her best day.
You certainly know your skateboarding, Michi, for sure.
Well, now we get to see Sky let it go. And that's the thing I'm most happy about. We have to see this kickflip indie into the bank. And then that's going to put it right back on the judges.
So dropping straight in, foot position, kickflip indie in. Okay. It's going to be a first wall rebate again.
I think that was good. I think her front foot was in the perfect position.
Well, that quarter pipe's really steep. It's
Yeah.
not that far away from the takeoff. And as you can see, there's a gap. So you have to take off from quite far away from the lip of that bank.
Yeah, it's so scary the angle you're coming in this bank. It's mostly a fear battle and just going for it.
Okay. One last chance for Sky Brown to get back out into that first place position with a golden run.
Oh, she took it out.
Oh, okay. That means she's got something mean for us right now. Frontside nose grind, popping in and popping out. Big stale fish, so we're seeing the same run, kickflip indie.
We're going to have to see a noticeable upgrade, a noticeable change at the end of this run to close this now 3-point gap.
Backside Smith grind. So you think it's going to come at the end of the run, Michi?
It needs to. If it's going to be anywhere, it's right now. You have no more time.
Alley-oop to the deep end. Lean to tail. There's the invert.
There it is.
Oh, going for the 450 off of the top into the midsection. Daddy's stoked. She's saying thank you very much to the crowd. But that means Mizuho Hasegawa is going to take the win.
Wow, Mizuho. I'm so proud and I'm so happy to see Sky do backside 450. That backside rotation's brand new.
Well, I'm going to need to rest my voice after that final. Wow! I did not think we were going to see that upgrade from Mizuho at all. We know that Sky's got the upgrade, but I did not know that we were going to get such a beastly run from Mizuho Hasegawa. As Michi said, she's certainly got the tricks, but there you have it. Our winner, World Cup Rome 2026 Park, is Japan's Mizuho Hasegawa. All camaraderie on the platform there. Sky Brown congratulating her. Kokona giving her a handshake as well. Kokona coming in third place, just behind Sky. Great performance there. And here are our final standings. Raika Ventura down there in last place. Naya Lasso, 7th. Arisa True, 6th. Hailey Servio in 5th. Inano Kasaki in 4th. Kokona Hiraki, 3rd place. Sky Brown, 93.38. And Mizuho Hasegawa, 96.33. That has got to be the highest score we've seen in a finals here in our women's park division. So gnarly. The crowd are still excited out here at the Spot Skate Park in Ostia, Italy. As we go through our third, second, and first place runs, Kokona Hiraki put on a great show with that big backside nose grind that she's known so well for, and the backside kickflip, but making it look so easy. And it was that frontside nose grind into the lip slide that kind of secured her place into that third place. Kickflip Indy with the upgrade, crouching it out, but it didn't matter. And back through with the trail slide. Kokona looking on top form as ever. And then Sky Brown boosting it over with that unique entrance into the park. Frontside nose grind over that huge straight wall. There's the stale fish. Sky showing just how powerful, accurate, and precise she is. Frontside alley was the upgrade that we were looking for, and she certainly put it all together with the invert just there, and all smiles. But it came down to Mizuho Hasegawa boosting it in this golden run. Judo 5 out of nowhere. There's the blunt slide, bit of a wobble, but the kickflip frontside air into the corner was the upgrade that we didn't see coming. We knew it was possible, but got it done, and it came down to getting this last trick done, and it was taking it fakie over the hip and sealing the deal. And it is time to jump down onto the course with Michi Briscoe and Sky Brown.
Wow, the level of skating is absolutely insane in this final. Congratulations on another great performance. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling really good. You know, yeah, the level, Misugu, everyone just pushing it to another level, and still glad to be in it here in Italy. And yeah, I'm actually like really happy with my skating right now. You know, just trying to bring the style and power, and I feel like the best I've ever been. So just really happy with my skating and how far I've come in this event, because it was not an easy.
No, not easy at all. Let's have a look at your run right now. So, dropping into this bank, you're starting with a lot more speed than most of the other field. How are you liking this park and the way your run came together?
Yeah, feeling a lot of speed from this park, and yeah, lines flowing really good. Stoked I got it 4 times in a row, beside the last spot. But yeah, just super happy with the way my line's going in this bowl. Bowl's super fun, crowd's amazing. Really felt the energy today, yeah.
What's going through your mind as you're coming into that backside 450 out of the deep end? I've never seen you do that before.
Yeah, I've been practicing it. I had it a few times in practice, but yeah, kind of didn't do the invert as well as I could and couldn't get as much speed. But you know, Misuho, far out. She deserved that one.
Amazing. Congratulations, and back to you, Mark.
Thank you very much, Miss Michi and Sky. It is nothing but positive vibes continuing out here on the platform. And someone who keeps those positive vibes going is Bryce Wetstein. We handed the camera over to her for switching focus.
Okay, I feel the energy. Ready? Yep. Hi, I'm Bryce, and we're out here in Ostia, Rome, Italy, and we are switching focus today. Watching the preceded girls, and I'm very happy. This is cool. Okay, rule number 1. When you're around everybody, go up to everyone. So first we got Naya. We're gonna get a little surprise. Naya! Hey, we got one. No, I'm just kidding. But we're gonna go and just have fun. I'm going to the deep end. Oh! Woo! Vamos, Julia! Woo!
With these preceded skater, they were women rule.
Oh, this is crazy. I feel crazy being on the deck because I'm so used to them being like, Bryce, get off the deck if you ain't skating. Lily, what are you most excited about this practice?
Well, and this people video right here.
Come on, girl.
So
you got this. Every try. Go, Mizuho! Nose grind? Oh, stale fish 3. often, but I love Mizuho. We've always had this nice connection. I love Lily. We grew up skating together. Arissa's always the sweetest. She's incredible. Minna is like my best friend from my whole life. Right here, kickflip Indy. Yeah! That was so good. Everyone has such different styles. And I feel like you have to just make it like you're at another session all the time. It's so easy for me to get like caught up in all the circumstances, like, oh, where are we? And when you start just having fun, everything you're worried about fades. I'm trying to film, but I keep like just watching. I'm like, and then I'm like, oh, this is really challenging because you want to watch, but you. Another angle. Woo! Okay, Mizuho's gonna do this stale fish 360. Get it, girl. Yes! Yeah, Mizuho! Maybe we should go to the love seat. I didn't think about that. Let's do the love seat.
Let's transfer over there.
Okay. Woo! All right, switching angles again. We're not cashing checks, but we're at the bank. Arissa, are you having fun?
Yeah.
Woo! How's the feeling today?
Feeling is humid.
When you first got on the course, what were your first thoughts?
My legs are shaking. I'm scared I'm gonna fall on a kicker. But we survived.
Leader in the World Cup ranking, Mizuho Hasegawa.
Mizuho, nandemo dekiru.
Oh, thank you.
Got it.
Thank you, friend.
What is your favorite trick of the day?
So, last 5 minutes, ladies.
Backside blunt.
Backside, backside.
Yes, looks beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. I think the longer you do things like this, the more in your element you feel. And I felt really thankful, and this was the most beautiful time. So, goodbye. Have an unbelievable day. Thank you.
Well, we are back on the platform while the men's division warm up, and we are joined by absolute legend Renton Miller, head judge. Good to see you, mate.
Thanks, Churchill. I'm stoked to be here.
Are you having a good time so far?
It's been amazing. The level of skateboarding here is shot through the roof. We come here every year, and every year it just gets more crazy and more crazy, and I think it's just about to get even crazier right now.
So, over the last 4 years we've been coming back, how has the skating and the judging evolved and adapted to this park?
I think every year these skaters come back and they want to do more stuff. They want to push skating harder. I think skating for everybody is all about like how much you can progress. And these guys just want to do the best stuff they can, the most original stuff they can. And coming back every year, you see them jump every year, a little bit. And I think this year has been the biggest jump that I've seen watching semifinals. It was ridiculous.
The jump from year to year is noticeable, and I know you were a very strong competitive vert skater for a long time before becoming a head judge in this qualifier series. How much has skating progressed since you were competing?
It's wild. I mean, it's so much more competitive, and I say that in a good way. You know, these guys have the spirit of skateboarding, all of them. They all bring their own personal styles, but they really want to push skateboarding for themselves, and they want to go to the Olympics. They want to represent their country. So the theme is the same. They want to push skateboarding to the max. They're just pushing it to new levels that we've never seen.
Speaking of pushing it to new levels, let's talk about Guy Curry for just 1 second. With 900s and all these crazy tricks, what is something that he can do to put himself in contention for that first place spot?
Well, I think we saw yesterday he led the pack for quite a while with what he was doing. So I would say I have to be very careful about the tips I give and stuff like that. But I think him bringing his own personal style and pushing it to the absolute max and just doing everything that he possibly can will put him in the best possible position to do as well as he can.
Well, thank you very much, Renton. Really good to hear your insights, as always. But speaking of Guy Curry, we caught up with him earlier to take a look back at last year's competition.
My name is Guy Curry. I'm 17 years old, and I'm competing for Team Brazil.
It is finals day, but before we get anything started, we need to talk about what happened last night.
So last year's competition, during the semifinals on my last run, I did the very first 900 in park competition.
So, Guy Curry, we know what this kid is capable of.
So I kind of already had that trick in mind. I think I needed to pull it out in semis. I didn't have really much of a good run. And after Goyce got a 95, I think I just had to like do something.
Big pump back into the deep end.
Wow! There we go, 900! The very first time we are seeing that in a park competition.
I think being the first ever to do something is something that's very big. I think I got a lot more respect in my park skating. I think it showed people that I'm actually a park skater as well and not just skating vert. I've been really working on my flow now and working on different runs, doing something creative, doing a sequence of tricks that hasn't been done before.
This is some of the best skateboarding I've ever seen flat out.
Oh, without doubt. The level has been pushed so much higher worldwide right now.
I think it was the start of a journey for my park career.
Well, it's certainly looking like you need to wow the judges, and someone who definitely wows not only the judges, but everyone who casts their eyes upon him is Tom Shah. He is absolutely smashing it, and he thinks we had a little chat earlier, and he's got some upgrades for his run from yesterday, but we caught up with him a little bit earlier to get to know him a little bit better.
I think everyone is competition and no one is competition. I mean, like, I don't take it that seriously. I'm not like headhunting people or anything. I'm just trying to skate, have fun. This park's pretty like generic for the most part. There's nothing, no like crazy features that would like cater to any different kind of skating or anything. So it should be, pretty well-rounded contest. Yeah, 45 seconds is a really long time. It might go by fast when you're watching it, but for us, it feels like eternity. Like sometimes I swear it feels like 3 minutes. I'm out of breath by the end of it. Like it's pretty tiring. If you land everything perfectly, it for sure goes by faster. Like everything is working the way you think it's going to, which like means you're not panicking or anything. But as soon as you land low or something on one trick, it feels like you're in there for 10 minutes. You're like trying to get your speed back, nothing works. And then, yeah, that's a rough feeling. Sometimes you can get like, maybe you get too fired up and just go too big. Some parks, like this one, you kind of can get a lot of speed and there is sometimes not really anywhere to go with it. So you end up doing a 12-foot air in the deep, which is like sick, but not the most reliable trick to be doing. So sometimes you gotta contain yourself and make sure you don't like overjuice it. But for some people that works, like Pedro is for sure an overjuicer, and that's like his style, but it works for him.
Wow, that was huge!
I'm kind of the older guy now, so I feel like I've been around long enough to know that really stressing over a contest doesn't help you do any better. I mean, for sure you can be focused and practice and do your run, which is not what I'm saying, but like mentally making it this huge deal where like if you don't land your run, then you're screwed. It's not like that. Take it one contest at a time.
Well, Tom Shah is definitely the owner of some of the biggest tricks in skateboarding, and if you haven't seen his Thrasher Curtains part, definitely check it out on the website because your mind is going to be blown. And I am joined again by another legend in skateboarding, Mr. Lincoln Ueda. Thanks for joining me.
Oh, thanks for having me.
So Lincoln, tell me about what your role is out here in Ostia.
I'm here to, help coach the US team. So that's what I'm here for.
Excellent. And what is your kind of daily routine of what you go through in your coaching?
Just trying to make sure that the skaters are on point with their tricks, like the repetitions and and also their minds are in the right place, So that's what we're trying to do, like connect all that together. So.
And I think they've got to be stoked to have someone as prolific as you in their corner. Do you feel lucky to be working with the likes of Tom Shah?
Oh, definitely. Like I was just like thinking about I grew up watching my hero skating, and then I feel like watching him now, watching him as a kid growing up, and I had doubles photos with Tom. Like he's doing air over him, like he was 9, 10 maybe. To watch him now grow into this, an adult and a boy, like a strong dude, like going like Mach 10, fast, high. So I'm very excited to be here with him.
And this event is the first event on the road to LA 28. What's your plans for that journey?
Just stay focused. You know, getting the team to work together more. A lot of them has a different schedules, like with they have to fulfill sponsorship, programs and stuff. So it's very hard to keep them all together. But like we're trying our best to just have them like motivated to, keep pushing it and looking forward to it.
Amazing. Well, we'll let you get back into the coaches area. Thank you for your time. But it's now time to find out where my co-host has gone. I don't know if you've seen him, but Mitchie, where are you?
Mark, I haven't gone far. I'm right here. We are going into finals. What does that mean? That means it's a war of attrition. 4 days of skating. Can you put it down on a Sunday? I was talking to Keegan Palmer after semis yesterday, and he said the hardest part is just the fatigue. You can see some of these transitions are smaller. That means you have to have a strong pump and a strong pop just to get space from the wall and get your spins to work properly. Not only physically, it's emotionally draining, especially for guys on the bubble like Guglielmo Marin, who's a local, when this crowd is gonna go wild when they call his name. Okay, well, enough of talking about it. Let's get to the semifinals recap and see how these guys got here.
We are ready to get underway. 3 runs, best run counts, scores out of 100. Heat 1 of the men's semi-finals delivered an instant statement. The bar was being raised from the very first run. Guy Curry had played it smart in the quarterfinals, holding back some of his biggest tricks, but there was no holding back in the semis. 2 runs over 90 points, both featuring massive 900s, punched his ticket to the final and immediately set a benchmark that everyone else had to chase. This turned Heat 2 into a final in its own right. 91.80 on run 1. He has got to be so stoked. You saw it right there.
It's hard to comprehend that there's still room.
Bonkers, absolutely bonkers. Isai Sakurai came out firing, dropping the 3rd highest score ever reached at this point on the World Skateboarding Tour. 94.98, and your new leader, Isai Sakurai. Wow!
That's a massive score.
And knocking out red-hot Pedro Barros in the process.
Stalefish 540 in the deep end. He didn't do that yesterday.
86.49, just outside. Very close though. USA's Luke Kaler delivered the run of his life. The kind of performance that only a few years ago could have been enough to win an event. But such was the level of this semi, even that wasn't enough to break into the final. As Mitchie Briscoe pointed out, that is the reality of how fast the sport is progressing.
A big tail grab 5, as Tom Shar does.
He's so consistent on that trick, it's bonkers. While Guy Curry's performance was the headline, the moment of the night belonged to local hero Guglielmo Marin. The Italian national champion from Turin, competing in just his 2nd WST semi-final, found another gear when it mattered most. His final run sent the packed arena into chaos and secured his first ever World Skateboarding Tour final appearance.
He made the finals. Congratulations. That bubble spot is sometimes more of an emotional roller coaster than being in the lead.
6 scores above a 90 in a men's semi-final had never happened before on the World Skateboarding Tour. And that was only the setup. Now, after a night that pushed progression to another level, the stage is set for the final. It certainly is set for the final. The lights are on and the crowd is packed into the Spot Skate Park in Ostia. Someone I want to spend a little bit of time talking about is on our screen right now, Igoitz Bikwetska. Igoitz's attitude towards competition is different, right?
Yeah, we're going to be talking about Igoitz for a long, long time. My favorite thing about him is whenever someone does a good run, it's almost like it calms him down. He goes, oh, wait, I can do that. Watch this.
Yeah, his attitude towards it. Usually other people are like, oh, wow, and they get nervous. He's like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to do what I do best and land my run too.
Watch this.
Yeah, and I mean, his interview after he won Sao Paulo and became world champion was amazing, wasn't it?
I saved the interview on my phone, in my camera roll, so I can watch it sometimes.
And then you can hear our on-site MCs whipping up the crowd and getting ready for our men's part final. And this is our start list. Guglielmo Marin getting through to the final. National champion in Italy, doing really well. Luigi Cini seems to be back on his form. been off for a couple of years, but great to see him get through to this stage. What I want to see him do is relax and do what he does best.
We didn't see Keegan at this competition last year, and now he's straight to finals.
But we can't rule out the very powerful Tom Shah. He's got some upgrades to his run, and it's very exciting to see where it's going to go. As we start with run 1 of 3 for Guglielmo Marin, you can hear the local crowd going wild for the local lad.
They call him Ghoulie.
Ghoulie.
Straight into an Ollie 5 to start strong.
Looking confident because he had a bit of a trouble. Wow, he got away with that lightly. As I was saying, he had a bit of trouble getting that done first time before, but looking very, very comfortable on the big heel flip frontside air.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That heel flip frontside air over the love seat was not taken off from the small transition. That was from the big side to big side, which makes the gap noticeably bigger.
Well, that's going to be a noticeably bigger... The locals going nuts. Noticeably bigger score going to come through for that, right? The judges know they're so accurate.
There's a few spots in this park that can really be make or break for your whole run score. The love seat, the bank, and the deep end are 3 of them.
So 39 coming in for run number 1 as we take it over to Brazil's Luigi Cini. As we mentioned before, he's been off of that top form that we saw a couple of years ago, but out here in Ostia, it seems to be coming back.
He's been starting every single run with this tray flip stalefish over the entire love seat. I'll never get sick of it.
I just don't understand how he can be that consistent with it. And the way he caught that, it hadn't flipped properly. He went, get over here and get on my feet.
That was not as good of a flick as we were seeing in practice, but he saved it, and now he's into his run.
Taking it back down into the deep end. Flying so high on the 5.
Really big 540 in the deep end. Now setting up this strong front Smith through the corner, straight into a kick flip, stalefish, varial, sort of a hard flip Indy kind of thing. Standing up that back tail really nicely into the deep end. That was an improvement from yesterday. He was kind of bobbling with that back tail specifically.
For sure, and ending it in the same way with the front side lip slide through the corner and the revert. He is hyped, and the crowd are as well. He spent a lot of time out here before. I think 3 months he moved out here just to get into this bowl. So he knows this thing just as good as the locals.
I was going to go visit Luigi in Brazil. I had the plan and everything, and he said, you know, I think I'm going to go to Ostia and train instead. I'm sorry.
You should have come out here.
I'm really excited to see what he can do to step that up. When you see Luigi make run number 1, that kind of leaves us all in shambles. What's going to come next?
Well, we've seen it before, and he's looking comfortable right now, 90.07. And this is where he thrives, isn't it?
Straight to a 90. Straight to a 90 in run 1 for Luigi. I'm so proud to see that.
He's going to be really stoked, and that means he's got 2 more goes at upgrading that as we take it over to Team USA's Tom Shah. We caught up with him earlier. It was nice to hear those insights. You know Tom really well, don't you?
I do, and I've gotten to know him better over the last couple of years, too, and I've just become such a big fan of him on and off the skateboard. There's just a way he stands on his board. He looks more comfortable than everyone else.
Oh, there's
straight
that
to
upgrade. Frontside ollie, switch crook.
To front blunt out.
Well, this is what sets Tom away from the rest of the pack, and it's the kickflip ending in. He gets it done. First go. Wow.
That is so hard. Getting your landing spot right on that kickflip Indy is impossible, and a huge tail grab 5 over the small quarter pipe.
This is going to be massive. He just needs to stay on right now and complete this run. Coming into the varial flip Indy fakie. He's got it done.
It bobbled. His back foot wasn't going on, and he saved it.
Melon 5, he's coming into the volcano. Indy 3, stamping the landing. That is a solid run right there. Tom Shah has come out here to win today.
And that's a big upgrade from his semifinals run. On run 1, he changed the kickflip Indy in the deep end for a heel flip Indy, and I think he did that because he kickflip Indies into the bank. So he's smart enough to go, okay, let's not do 2 kickflip Indies, even if they're in different spots. Let's make this a heel flip.
Well, it's that clever skateboarding that Tom is definitely known for. A varial flip Indy to fakie, reverting around to come in to the deep end. The big Melon 5. Do you know what? In this stage of the competition, it's quite rare to see Tom smiling, and he came out of the bowl then beaming. He knew he'd done what he needed to do first run. 93.15. His eyes aren't even on the board. He's like just hanging out, like I did what I came here to do. Stoked.
Tom, you're in the lead.
Okay. Someone who can definitely give Tom a run for his money is Keegan Palmer. He's been back on form as well. We haven't seen him out here in Ostia, and it comes down to the big spins into the deep end and huge alley-oops to start things off like that.
Keegan's one of the few guys that when he gets angry and passionate and starts skating really hard, that's when he starts skating the best. If he slows down at all, I think things get a little awkward. So I want to see him get really fired up.
Yeah, Keegan is the current Olympic two-time gold medalist, so you don't get in that position for nothing, do you? So 2 more goes for Keegan to get through, but let's remind everyone that everybody's trying to get to those golden runs, right?
Oh yeah, at this stage of the contest, you get your first run down, you see what everyone's doing, and then you lock in 5th place or better.
Okay, Yuro Nagahara.
Best style ever, high flyer, so smooth.
He's got everything, right? It's not fair.
It's probably because he has a speed helmet on and he can go a little bit faster, right?
Flyway, speeding. Big backside ollie, so good. I love the way he carves back across the flat there to get the speed. Oh, wow, but sometimes with that speed, you just can't absorb it, can you? And he took it all the way to the flat bottom there.
Going into the deep end, the most important thing is just your landing spot. I mean, you only have a little bit of room. If you fly out just a couple of inches, you land 6, 8 feet lower.
Well, the way that that's shaped as well, that coping either comes up quick if you go far or falls away quick if you don't go far enough. 8 points coming through for Euro. We'll be relying on those next 2 scores as we take it to the wonder kid from Brazil, Guy Curry. We saw that breakout 900 last year. We saw 3 900s yesterday. 3, Mitchie. Unbelievable.
In a row. And I love how the head judge, Renton Miller, said what Guy needs to do is push his skills to the furthest that he can. Play into your strengths.
Certainly is. Right there, alley-ooping after that tail grab, 540, taken into the deep end with the front side feeble.
Already setting up his foot for a nice flip trick into this bank.
Well, and you can see he caught that so well. He's so comfortable flipping his board, as you can see in the 540 as well.
The varial flip flips your board backwards, and then the body varial 540 brings it back forwards.
Line up that deep end again, off the hit, kick flip front side air, taking it down, catching that and landing really high. And it's that execution that is going to really, really help, right?
And he's got time for this deep end trick to finish the run. He's gearing up for a 900.
Whoa, overcooked it a little bit. And you saw he had to bone out his back foot halfway through that, didn't he?
Yeah, it might have just been a little bit out of balance on the takeoff. Massive respect for going for it. I know that hurt.
Yeah.
Concrete's a lot harder than wood. Hitting the flat bottom like that's no joke.
So, back tail, 5. Kick flip body varial, 540. Do you know what? All of that with the 9, that's an upgrade from what we saw last year. I think that score could do it. What do you think?
I think it definitely has a chance. And after he does that, the only place he can upgrade is legitimately 1 lip trick.
Just processing that, yeah. That's crazy.
There's nothing else.
No room. That is bonkers as we take it over to the young Spaniard. Higoitz Bihuesca, run 1 of 3.
This is gonna
here before he's world champion from Sao Paulo as well.
The energy here is gonna push Igoitz to the max. Everything we were talking about, how it motivates him, he has to really utilize that mindset right now.
Coming in with huge amounts of speed. Great shot there from our cameraman. Up to frontside rock and roll slider into the deep end. All the style for every mile on that, right?
Really smooth, really good style, long lip tricks.
Out to no slide, which gives him the route to that switch back 180.
Nobody's hitting that volcano switch, partly because it's so hard to find a line to do it.
And especially off of a no slide to fakie.
And a clean kickflip 5 that went right to his feet. As soon as he grabbed it, it was a make.
That couldn't have been any cleaner to get to the feet. And he's coming back in, fakie to fake. Oh, it's the fake.
Big upgrade on the 7.
First go, huge upgrade that we've seen so far from Goitz. That is asking a lot of the judges right now. And Tom is going to be worried, I think. That's going to be a huge score.
Yeah, he upgraded his kickflip Indy back disaster for a 720. First try.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I think I'll change it up and do the fakie 7. Big Indy oop into the deep end.
There was never a moment where he was on edge, maybe coming out of the 7 on the last wall, but the rest of the run was completely dialed.
Nice. Look at that. He's not even out of breath. He's just smiling, waiting. He's going to be hyped to have got that done. I wonder if he thought he was going to get it going first go. 89.47 coming through. Where can he boost that score, Mitchie?
You know, I don't know. I know he wants to upgrade that nose slide fakie on the bank. That would be great to see, and it would be just great to see how that reflects in his score.
Okay. Strap yourselves in. This one is going to be rapid. I hope our cameramen can keep up. You're going to need a fast shutter speed right now. Issei Sakurai dropping in run 1 of 3.
Be prepared to hear a sonic boom coming into this deep end.
Wow, look how high he went!
He was almost double overhead, the camera guy on the deck.
Back lip, full speed, up to back tail. Look at the line. He didn't even touch the flat bottom then.
Exactly. The line you have to take into that back tail is insane at that speed.
Out onto the platform, quarter pipe, front blunt, bringing it back into the flat bank. Oh, the ollie 1 foot. Big
ollie high over the
held
volcano. It's so hard to get your landing spot right because the takeoff's so steep and the landing's so steep.
Slightly alley-oop on the Stalefish 540. Frontside grind is coming down to this last trick. Big backside 360 ollie. Another ridiculous run for Issei Sakurai. This guy is on fire right now.
And he finished his last trick. You said big backside 360 ollie, and that's true. Nobody's finishing their run with that high air in the shallow end.
Okay, it's mellow so you can hit your tail, but it's not a little ramp to do a backside 360 ollie on.
No, and the fatigue is setting in. 4 days of competing. You have to try so hard to get any space from the wall when you're going that fast.
I know our cameraman's fisheye is huge. He nearly went out of shot on that 540. He didn't know he was going to go that high. The thing is, you can easily get carried away at that point. With that amount of speed down into the deep end, he's the only guy that can control that amount of height.
When you perfect something, it becomes beautiful. And I think Issei's really showing some beautiful skateboarding.
Eyes on the board right now, waiting for that first run score to come through. You don't come through in first place position.
We're looking at a list of judges that are scratching their head right now. What the heck do we do?
I'm surprised they're not all in a headlock up there.
I'm looking up at the judges booth right now. They're all in conversation. Renton's pacing around.
I reckon he's worn the carpet out behind them there. You can hear that heartbeat being played by our amazing DJ, Redbeard. See a line, all eyes, everyone behind, look, locked on the scoreboard. I said he's just pushing and pushing the limits of what's possible, not only on his board, but what score could come through from the judges.
I mean, it's definitely up around first place. Yes.
Oh, wow. 93.41, and that knocks Tom Shard down into second place and Luigi Cini down into third.
But just barely as we go into the second run.
I think they were saying that's slightly an upgrade from what we saw Tom do. Let's score it close.
Listen to this crowd cheer on Ghoulie, they call him, the local legend.
I would love to see Ghoulie walk away on the podium out here. Dropping in for run number 2 of 3. Currently in 6th. There's the backside 540 ollie. I feel like that was a bit better than the first one. Certainly was on the escalator grind, which can easily throw you off.
This huge frontside heel flip over the love seat is just, oh, I love that part of his run.
Big frontside ollie this time. kickflip, melon, backside disaster. His foot was hanging.
And when you do a kickflip to backside disaster, the height you go is you have to really pay attention to it. Every foot, it becomes exponentially harder.
Little 1 foot up to the backside lip slide there. Oh, and missing the blunt slide, transferred down into the midsection. Saw his foot just get a bit of squirrely on that one.
His feet just flew off of the board. I don't even know why.
Do you think maybe his legs were getting a bit shaky after putting down a heavy run?
Yeah, I think that the timing just changes as you get later into a run. You're out of breath, more tired. That might have worked if you're just practicing it in practice with no pressure, but the situation's so different.
And let's remember, if you don't land exactly how you want to, you've got to put that little bit more effort in than you did last time you did it.
Yeah, so the trick before really determines if you can get that consistent slide.
So 71.88 coming in for Guli as we take it over to Luigi Cini. Where's the upgrade going to be?
Well, last run we saw the tray flip over the love seat, a cleaned up back tail, frontside lip slide, fakie. I'm not sure. I'm just watching it, Luigi. I think he's going to rely on his vert background to give one strong upgrade.
But when you say rely on his vert background, is that on the straight walls or is that in the legs?
That's on the straight wall, upgraded 540.
Here we go. Boom! Way better this time. Eyeing up that deep end straight away. That was way up there, wasn't it?
Yep, and when Luigi's banging his tail on the way in, you know he's feeling comfortable.
Well, it shows pure control as well, doesn't it? The judges aren't going to miss it. Kickflip Indy 5.
There might have even been a varial flip Indy. That's the exact upgrade I was talking about.
Wow.
I've seen him do kickflip body varial 5s, which is much easier, but I think he knows that a kickflip body varial 5 might be 2 points, 2.5. It definitely isn't 3.5 point upgrade. So I think he's being smart about that, going for first place.
41.07 coming through for Luigi, and remaining with that 90.07 from run number 1 as we take it back to someone who had a fabulous first run. Tom Shah looking to drop a 93.15.
He already upgraded so much from yesterday.
Well, he can see the gap is close, so he knows even maybe a bit of better execution could be enough.
And he can take his background and add some speed. He knows Issei beat him because he went higher.
Well, it's looking good so far out onto that platform corner pocket. I'd say that was better.
Yeah, as long as he really focuses on going faster and higher to finish his run.
Wow, big tail grab, 540. Heel flip Indy.
Nice and floaty.
Floated so much then.
Tray flip Indy fakie.
That's the upgrade, and that'll do it, wouldn't it? That would push it over, I'm sure.
And that's sort of a 2-for-1 upgrade, because to go from a varial flip to a tray flip, you have to add a little bit of speed too. It was almost makeable. I think if he channeled his inner Bob Burnquist, that might have been, he might actually be rolling away.
Well, you were talking to him earlier just by the booth here, and you were saying, hey, maybe change this. He was like, look, I got you, Mitchie, don't worry, I got it. But he said, I'm going to upgrade to the 3-flip Indy, yeah?
He said, I got you covered on that front. Don't worry about it.
And he's not either, is he? Wow, that was an 82 and change with a bailed run. Okay, Australia's Keegan Palmer up next, currently in 7th. That is not a familiar place for him.
That's not where he wants to be at all.
Ollieing straight in, big alley-oop nose bone this time.
This is what got him last time. Alley-oop kickflip lean in the deep end. Got it.
He caught that pretty far behind him, but he can just fold it back onto his feet.
He can save that trick better than anyone.
There's that frontside slide and roll across that love seat. Alley-oop 5, standing up on it so well.
And a good landing on the front 3 over the volcano, straight into the overturn grind.
Stale 5, coming back to that volcano. Ollie 1 foot. Cruising around those corners, back tail off the hip.
This trick is huge. Alley 450 to the deep end. It's so hard. You can't see where you're going. It's so hard to not over-rotate.
Oh, and the backside nose blunt 180 in. The revert to finish it off. Do you know what? When he did the alley-oop into the deep end then, it kind of looked like he let go early so that he could keep the control and not over-rotate.
There's a lot of little tricks you can do. One, let go early so you widen your body, slow down your rotation. Stare at your front foot or the coping to keep your head from dragging you around, and then try to skate through the flat bottom backwards on the way out just to hold off that rotation.
There's the backside nose blunt. Revert. Straight in. Where's the score going to go with this? We're going to find out. 91.38 sees Luigi Cini down into 4th place now, and Keegan jumping into that 3rd place position. He's podium at the moment.
And now there's a lot of room on this leaderboard.
Yuro Nagahara gearing up for getting down. Currently in 8th. Needs a full pull. He's got 2 chances to get it done. And remember, everyone's trying to get through to the top 5 to get those golden runs as well.
He landed low going into the deep end. That's what got him last time.
Kickflip Indy. That was certainly what he needed to do. Huge 540 in the deep end. I cannot believe how high everyone's going on their 5s this year.
And on the way out, he was able to do a little truck bash over the hip, straight into a kickflip lean over the love seat.
Kickflip body varial. So close to that corner
like
pocket.
his style on that. It's like a late body varial after the grab.
I'm loving seeing how many Ollie 1-foots we're getting.
Yeah.
Big frontside 360 over the volcano. That's so dangerous in that position.
Technically a crook fakie. I think it was supposed to be a nose slide.
Cat backside disaster. Kickflip Indy fakie. Wow, it's a full pull for Yuro Nagahara. This is shaping up to be one of the gnarliest finals I have ever seen, Mitchie.
To bobble that grind to fakie, and then to pull a late cap disaster, and then right into kickflip fakie. Oh my God.
I cannot believe my eyes right now. That kickflip Indy failed on the first go, but he was not letting it get away the second time.
He didn't let it bother him at all. And Yuro is so good with adversity. Last year had such a tough time with slipping on a roll in and then being really late, getting into the golden run on his final run, and then taking a golden run and getting on the podium. He's no stranger to being under pressure.
Ocean getting in there, giving in the props. 92.21 coming through for Yuro Nagahara, and that now sees him in 3rd place, and Keegan Palmer Nick popped down to 4th place. Luigi Cini in 5th, and Guy Curry, who is currently in 7th, needs to answer to this.
We have now seen 3 changes in that 3rd place position, and Guy's another one who can do it.
3 changes in 3 runs.
Yeah.
Guy Curry
did not make his 900 last run, so he now can mess with this leaderboard.
I think we could see another change if this 900 happens, but it comes down to being able to reset from that slam, doesn't it, Mitchie?
Yeah, and it's the little things, like he's probably feels okay, but if he hit his butt that hard, his leg might just be a little dead.
There's the varial flip Indy coming back into the deep end. Kickflip body varial 5. Perfect landing on that. Up to backside tail slide.
All that's going through his head right now is probably 900, 900, 900.
I bet it's so hard to stay focused on the rest of the run. He's probably not going to remember anything that happened other than this 9 if it happens.
And here's the setup with time and speed.
He's got it done.
900.
Stamp in the landing. That shows pure composure right there from Guy Curry out of Brazil.
When you talk about playing into your strengths and pushing your own skating to the maximum, Guy Curry's doing a great job at that.
See that varial flip Indy, taking it into the deep end. Kickflip body varial 5, landing with loads of speed, and it felt like he almost calmed down before the 9 this time. That doesn't even look real, does it?
He spins so fast, and it takes so much confidence to stand on it, especially directly after a slam.
How is it to spin a 9 and know that you're ready to land?
You got to decide before you take off.
Right.
Yeah, you're just going to hold on and stand on it. It actually becomes quite simple.
Yeah, right. Well, for you, maybe. Okay, waiting for that score to come in for run number 2 for Guy Curry. Eyes firmly focused on that scoreboard. I think the whole crowd is looking. I'm looking round. There isn't an eye off the scoreboard right now, and they're silent.
This whole place went dead silent.
Yeah. It's almost eerie.
It's a little eerie.
I couldn't call this. I think they're just trying to place him amongst that top 3. 87.98. Okay, low, and you can hear some crowd participation, some boos coming in there.
The crowd is not happy with that one.
They are not happy at all. I love a bit of crowd participation. Okay, we are taking it to Spain.
To rank, so it's not an objective score. They're looking at him compared to Igoitz and Luigi and placing him properly.
Okay, Igoitz Bejuesca out of Spain, 89.47 on the board for run number 1. Run number 2 right now, he is looking to jump up into at least 5th place and get through to the golden runs. 2 more runs to get it done. First of which he is in right now, coming off of that frontside nose grind. So much style on that frontside board slide. Chilling on the backside ollie right there. There's the nose slide. We thought we were going to see the upgrade, but maybe he's just going for execution upgrade.
No changes quite yet. Maybe standing up to 720 might be worth a little bit.
Oh, we're going to find out. Oh,
there it is.
There we go.
Alley-oop body varial or hard flip Indy into a kickflip 5.
Kidding me, into a kickflip body varial.
And another one, heel flip Indy fakie.
He's going to get this 7.
Straight to a 7.
Wow, crouching out the landing. 2 upgrades.
That's 2 big upgrades too.
That shows such a deep bag of tricks that when you need them, you can just reach in and pull them out. Igoitz Bejuesca is an absolute machine when it comes down to competition skateboarding.
I did not see him do either of those tricks in warm-up or all week long. He was just ready to pull them out.
I think that's the first time he's tried them.
And now we're very likely to see 6 scores in the 90s in this final.
Very likely, yeah. And that heel flip Indy as an upgrade, that could have easily gone wrong on that section of the park. It's mellow, you need to catch it properly. But to do that, to get the speed into the fakie 7, that's dangerous, and the confidence on him must have been through the roof.
There's places you're supposed to heel flip Indy fakies. That's not one of them.
Yeah. Looking cool and calm as always. But you know, he doesn't get phased by anything. The best run that anyone's ever done could go down and he'll go, yep, check this out. 92.41 sees him firmly in 3rd place, just ahead of Euro, who is now in 4th place. Keegan in 5th, Luigi Cini in 6th, Guy Curry in 7th, and Guli down in 8th place. So let's remember, our judges are scoring for the ranking, not about the score itself. It's where they sit on the scoreboard. So Isai Sakurai back in, and as always, raising the roof. Someone let airport traffic control know that he's dropped in. Wow, full speed backside tail slide. I do not know how he holds on to that.
After that back tail, he goes so wide, he stays on the wall the entire time. He doesn't even hit the flat bottom.
Front blunt, bringing it back in. Frontside tail slide on the barrier. No one else hitting that barrier in our finals right now. Backside power slide over the teardrop. Wow!
Shout out to Luigi getting way out of his way when he did that tail slide too. Huge sailfish 5.
Backside 360, bit bigger this time. Look at the way he rode out. He went, yeah. What do you reckon of that, judges? The crowd has gone absolutely ballistic. You can barely hear ourselves. Tommy is all smiles about that as well. That is such a big run for Isai.
Not just the crowd going wild, the other skaters were losing their mind too when he popped out.
Do you know what? He is so dangerous, not just because of the tricks, but it's how he does them and the height that he does them.
Comes into everything with speed. Strong pump out no matter how hard the trick is. Watch Luigi doing a big circle around to give him space.
That power slide right there, that's showing control. That could easily have gone wrong, right? After
yeah.
everything he'd done, and if he fell off on a power slide, he'd have been so disappointed. 93.86. Big score right there. Isai Sakurai in that first place position and just increasing that lead slightly. I'm not going to be able to speak tomorrow.
So hard to get 0.5 more at the top end.
Okay, back to the top of the heat. Third and final run to make it through to the top 5 and get a golden run. He's going to have to put the run of his lifetime together right now. But I'd say he's already winning, right?
He's the only one without a made run in this final, but congratulations as the local, making it this far, representing Italy. You're a winner in my book.
That's
with
a win,
top
for
8.
sure. Loudest screams of today as well. Should go home with his head held firmly high. Okay, 2 points coming through as we take the course over to Luigi Cini.
We saw Luigi, he's very close to this golden run position, top 5, and he tried the varial flip Indy 5, so he has a massive upgrade that he hasn't utilized yet.
But is that going to be good enough for 1 point and change to get into that 5th place and take it away from Keegan?
I think a varial flip Indy with execution that was as good as his first run, that's a huge caveat, yes.
Okay, let's find out right now. Rolling in with all the speed for every need. Straight in to the stale 360 flip.
That was perfect.
That was higher. Look at that tail slap on the way in. Shows pure accuracy and control. 5-0 over the spine ramp, eyeing up that deep end.
This is where it all comes down to.
Whoa! Couldn't hold on to it, but he got it round. Did you see how fast he spanned the last bit of that?
Oh my goodness! I think he thought he lost it at the takeoff, and then he actually had it. It somehow got into his hand and got his feet on. It's just so easy to lose that little 1 ounce of belief in yourself in the air, so you get weak legs on the way in. It just gives out.
So 44.42 coming through. Luigi not getting up into that 5th place position and in with a chance for golden runs. We're taking it back to Tom Shah, currently in 2nd place, 93.15, 93.87 to take the lead. He can certainly do it, can't he?
Well, with what we saw last run, trying the tray flip Indy fakie on the into the bank, it just checks every box you need.
Straight in to that switch crook to the deep end, front blunt. Oh, just getting away from him. Okay, it's going to come down to that golden run.
And for Tom, that's the easiest trick in the run for him, so that's unfortunate.
I want to talk about Tom's kind of mind game, that when he doesn't make something like that, you can see the disappointment. The moment his body language changes, and sometimes he gets a little bit in his own head.
Yeah, Tom is very, very competitive, but he doesn't wear it the same as everyone else.
Okay, Keegan Palmer on the bubble spot to get through to golden runs. It's going to come down to Keegan and Guy to get through to golden runs. He's looking hyped. I'm feeling the energy from here.
Really smart change to the start of Keegan's run from yesterday, where he ollies straight in to get quicker into that alley-oop frontside.
Wow, that kickflip lean melon was a thing of beauty right there.
And he's coming in with a lot of speed. Frontside blunt slide over the love seat.
Changing it up and taking it back into the deep end. Big alley-oop 5. That was traveling loads. There's the lean 3. Oh, missing the sugarcane, but getting away from it. He is going to need to seriously upgrade things if he wants to get those extra points.
Yeah, that'll really hurt his score, but he can still finish strong, especially with that change in the beginning. Maybe he can fit a nose blunt in at the end.
Alley-oop into the deep end.
That's another upgrade. Grind. And I saw a really good trick here.
Kickflip out. Going nollie flip in. Oh, he is going to have a nail biter right now watching Guy's 3rd and final run, right?
He will definitely be wanting this golden run and watching Guy very closely. But the bail, I just got confirmation, that was after time. But I think that buffs out with a better overturn grind. Get a little bit stronger pump out of it. You save the half a second you need.
He's all smiles as always. Do you know what? He's the first person throwing the fist bumps on the session. Just cruises around. Yo, good luck. Happy to see you on the platform.
And we saw him last night, and he's just so excited to see everyone and just such a great energy to be around.
He's having a great time out here in Italy. So are we, mate.
So I'm having a great time.
I mean, who couldn't watching this live? Okay. We are taking things back to Yuro Nagahara, currently in 4th place. He would like to be sitting a little bit more comfortable.
Well,
but he's in the golden run.
He's safely in golden run, and he's only 0.2 behind Vihuesca. So he can switch to that 3rd place spot for sure.
Do you think this might be a preview of what he's got for golden runs?
I think it's time to let it fly. Now you have 2 golden runs because you're already locked in.
Well, speaking of letting it fly, he certainly is right now.
Kickflip 540 in the deep end.
Kickflip Lee Mellon, just see the way he caught that. Look at the shoulders down. Oh, wow, chilling. You can hear people absolutely screaming every trick. Only 1 foot, slapping the tail.
Nice tail slide, setting up for the volcano. Perfect speed control.
Oh, absorb that one, taking the slide to Fakey. Caballerial backside
and he has
disaster.
A front blunt to finish it. So with the kickflip 540, little bit of bobble over the volcano, it's going to be tough math to see if that's worth scoring to position for 3rd place.
Do you know what? I think he played it well. It wasn't going the way he wanted, so I think he just went, let's back it off a tiny little bit on the end, not risk getting hurt, and put it onto the golden run. Big kick for Bindi down into the deep end.
And with all that being said, he has 1 more upgrade on that final trick if he really wants it.
So excited. Just overshooting it a tiny amount and managed to absorb that landing. So waiting for that 3rd score run to come in. Will it be better than the 92.21? We're just about to find out. 90.50, sustained with a 92.21. And he's going to be happy to get through to that golden run. The golden run means that anyone in the top 5 gets 1 last chance to skate the course, but with a 1st wall rebate. So that means if you miss that 1st trick, you get to take it again, but only once. Okay. With an 87.98 for that run that we saw before, where is he going to be able to upgrade?
Well, look at Keegan watching Guy, because Keegan is on the bubble for this golden run. I know he wants another chance. Guy can upgrade his run. He's going to have to dig really deep. He didn't like being in 7th place after that. He's going to have to really upgrade some of these lip tricks, because I think his spinning and flip trick 5s are already maxed out.
Yeah, it'd be hard to forget that score when it's scoring to rank, but let's hope it's really lit a fire in him. He's looking good so far.
Well, he doesn't back down ever.
Front feeble through the deep end, getting that foot ready really early. That was really well done on the varial flip indie to the bank.
Hitting it perfectly so far. I'm just watching this on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, I can see you're about an inch from the screen right now. Oh,
the
no
kickflip frontside in the deep end just
and
gets
you know
away
what?
from him.
Keegan's going to be very relieved right now, but I'm so disappointed. I really, really wanted to see the upgrade from Guy.
And I think he has it, and I think he knows exactly what he wants to do going forward. But I'm really excited to get to see Keegan hopefully try that frontside nose blunt nollie flip again.
And you know what? Guy, thank you for coming out here and showing us multiple 900s across one weekend. I don't think anyone's ever said that before.
No, not in a park contest. And now we have our top 5 locked in for the golden runs.
Yeah, it's going to be a very tense little moment as we wait for Igoitz. Huesca, the drop in, look at that visualization. I'm really excited to see. I think he knows he's going to have to do the upgrade, right?
He's got 2 chances to upgrade his run now. And I think it's going to come on the bank wall.
After already upgrading an upgraded run.
Yeah.
Twice. Big front side air to start things off. Out to front side nose grind.
Really
fast
fast
roll slide.
Frontside rock and roll slide to a Smith grind in and out of the deep end. Here's the blunt slide to front 180 in.
Oh, he's got it done. Indy
to
360.
back 3.
scoop in that backside air. I think he's just trying to stay on right now. Getting that alley-oop, kickflip body varial. Oh, going for the back-to-back kickflip body varial 540. But I think we know what we're in store for the golden runs.
Getting
right?
into the nitty-gritty of that upgrade, the blunt slide, front 180 out is really nice, but the 360 came out a little wide, so we took out the back disaster. I think that's probably a little distracting, knowing you're coming into a really hard sequence. Alley-oop hard flip indie, kick flip 5, heel flip indie 5-7. I think if that back disaster comes out cleaner, if you change your line on the 360, I think the rest of the run flows.
Just run that back.
Say that 10 times fast.
Like, just think about the combination of tricks that you just said back to back.
Yeah.
That is just bonkers.
Alley-oop hard flip indie. Oh wait, let's get to Isai.
Let's not get carried away. Isai Sakurai coming in for third and final run. He's already in the lead, so he's got a nice comfort blanket, but he knows, well, I think he's going to ask something of the judges now to know just what is possible as he goes through to golden runs.
Isai's upgrade can always just be going higher and higher. I don't think he has a limit to his pump.
Sky's the limit. That's the limit. Big backside tail slide.
A
way
little
better
bit wider than before even. Flat wall to flat wall.
Kick flip, front side air, up onto the front blunt in the corner.
So much energy in every single trick, every single landing and pump.
Ollieing in, power slide again. That is such a crazy trick to throw in halfway through the run.
There was something that happened with his board. I couldn't see it from the angle.
Big backside 360 on the buzzer. Wow! That is up there, and that is absolutely ridiculous. How is he going from strength to strength like this?
And not to mention 3 runs in a row where you're just pumping your face off. I really want to see that Indy 5 late in the run in the deep end to see what happened. I saw some space from his front foot and his board, and I just can't figure it out.
Well, look at it. 93.41, 93.86. Is he going to break that?
Here it is. It was a nightmare. It was a stale fish to Indy body varial 5 in the deep end.
No way.
It wasn't just an Indy 5. I saw the space from the board. I couldn't figure out because it's such an uncommon body varial.
You never see that, ever. 94 straight, just when you thought it couldn't get better. Isai Sakurai comes through again for the 3rd time today.
I know 3 people that have done that. Danny Mayer was the first one to do it. I did it a long time ago with him, and then Isai's the next one I've seen.
Big shout out to Danny Mayer. Well, I'm exhausted already. It's just keeping up with these skaters right now, right? Especially Isai.
I am more lost in this commentator's booth than I've ever been. I have no idea what's coming next or how these guys are even pulling these tricks off.
Well, what's coming next is this next 5 skaters on the screen right now are going to have 90 seconds to warm up. Then they get one final chance as a golden run. But with a little bit extra, you get a first wall rebate. So if you fall on that first trick, you get to go and take it again, but just once. And what that means is we see bigger tricks going down on that first trick.
And it's reordered based on your score. So now we have Keegan dropping in first and then going, because he's in 5th place, and then going through the order to 1st place.
There's a dream team shot right there. See, Pedro's made it out for finals. Indiara Rasp as well. All the legends in the crowd coming out to watch what is going to be one of the best finals ever, if it isn't already.
Do you want to know something that's crazy?
Always.
All 4 guys under Issei have an upgrade to their run.
You just don't know. You just don't know, do you, who's going to take it? And everyone in this top 5 can take the win, right?
Yeah, with everyone having another really like rock the boat kind of upgrades, I'm really excited to see if they put these runs down. This is going to switch up the leaderboard.
Someone else who's excited is the entire crowd out here stamping their feet. Always such a good turnout here at the Spot Skate Park in Ostia. And we are going to get Keegan Palmer underway for his 4th run, the golden run, with a first wall rebate. Where's he going to go for this first trick? Starting somewhere else on the course right now.
Yeah, he's not starting in the same spot he did, which confuses me a little bit because the change in his last run was on his last trick.
Well, here we go, rolling in and out onto that flat bank. Oh, wow! That
frontside 270.
Huge. Not just how high he went, but upgrading that much is going to mean everything to Keegan Palmer right now.
Do you want me to say it or do you want to?
You do.
First wall rebate.
We're seeing it.
We saw it in the women's contest for the first time. We've never seen it in the men's. And immediately we start with a first wall rebate.
Well, we said it in the women's competition earlier. We hadn't seen it used before. Now we're seeing everyone use it.
I knew it was going to be the year.
Is that because the levels got so high?
Yes, you need to reach deep in your bag to even have a chance to get on the podium.
Well, here we go.
If he catches this in his hand, it's going to his feet, it's going on the ground.
No matter what, yeah.
There it is.
Oh, he's on it, he's on it.
Yeah, Keegan.
He landed so well on that one as well. Out to backside lip slide. Kickflip Lee Mellon. Wow, that front foot was waving around.
He is feeling it right now, pumping really hard, keeping his speed nicely. Going into the deep end.
Front side, slide and roll. Big alley-oop, 5. Lean 360. Oh, just overcooking it a little bit. That was shaping up to see something special. Oh, wow, I would have loved to have seen where the rest of that run went, Mitchie.
That frontside 360 over the volcano just gave him a little bit of trouble all week. The landings weren't perfect, little bit of bobbles on speed coming out. Just really unfortunate because that run was shaping up to be something special.
I'm sure he's going to be stoked on being out here anyway. You can see he's like, no way. But a 91.38 to go home with is very honorable.
Wow, Keegan, I'm just always so impressed by his skating.
Okay, Yuro Nagahara currently in 4th place with a 92.21. 92.21, only good enough for 4th place, Mitchie.
Look, I'm as shocked as you are.
Okay. The crowd are absolutely screaming for Yuro Nagahara right now. Here is his golden run. Straight into the big backside ollie, so that means he's lost that first wall rebate already. Kickflip Indy down into the deep end.
Well, his big upgrade comes on his last trick, not his first.
It's looking good so far. Everything's been pretty much perfect on the execution as he misses the kickflip Lee Mellon for the first time today.
You know, this is something that Issei skating this strong really rattles the rest of the field because you know you have to do everything to its, not only your hardest trick, but you have to do everything at max speed and perfect execution.
Yeah, Euro knows that as he leaves the platform, giving Igoitz a big pat on the back as he walked past as well. He's going to be disappointed, but 92.21 on the board. You don't get that for not putting on a great show out here. Okay, I've just seen what Igoitz is trying to upgrade with, and he's going to have 2 goes at it. I think this could jump him up another position if it happens, and he gets the rest of that incredible line together with 2 upgrades already.
He's very close to Tom.
So rolling in and building up that speed. Here we go. Heel flip, front side air over that big flat bank gap. He's going to have another go at that one.
And another first wall rebate.
So with that heel flip, front side air over the bank, 92.41, 93.16 to get ahead of Tom. Is that going to be enough on that upgrade?
I think that upgrade with his last run, take out the blunt front 180, just do nose slide and finish just as strong, stand up your 7.
Oh, just changing it for the front side air. Okay, playing it well. He is meaning to get this golden run done in full. Frontside Smith slapping the tail in off the hip. Oh, he's done it.
In the 360, let's see if we get this disaster this time. He fixed the line, really nice. We'll see what the judges think of that. Is that an upgrade? Because the switchback 180 was in his last run.
I think the upgrade was on that blunt slide being a lot better. It's going to come down to this one here. He's got it stamped down this time. Coming back out into the midsection.
Heel flip it, faking the shallow end.
Crouching the landing, coming in for the fakey 7. He's he's got it done! Michi Ikoitz-Buhuesca coming through when it mattered in the golden run, but is it going to be enough to knock Tom Shah off of that second place position?
There are a lot of things to consider right now. Do you like the nose slide to switchback 1, or do you like blunt slide front 180, which is an upgrade to the nose slide, but then a 360 might be a downgrade on the switchback 1?
I think the switchback 180, purely because it's switch, not many other people are skating switch in this competition. I think that's worth a lot.
I do too, but the blunt front 180 is a big upgrade. Also, there was one extra squat in this run, so execution gets bumped down a little bit. There's a lot of balancing the scale, and where do we score this? In third, or does it bump right above Tom into second?
Well, we have to remember they're scoring for position. You know, it's not about the numbers on the board, it's where you are on the board, and it's a 93! Big score coming in. And that sees him remaining in that third place position. So it's going to come down to Tom Shah and Issei Sakurai. As we now go on to Tom Shah's golden run. Is he going to throw everything at this first trick, or is he just going to go through the motions?
I like to think that his big upgrade is still that tray flip.
I think it is. So he's lost that first wall rebate. Up to the switch crook, over the hip, front blunt, not making the same mistake this time.
We knew Tom was going to get that this time.
Well, he's been sneaking in runs every time he can.
Taking his time, setting up for that kickflip indie, making sure it's perfect. Big tail grab 5 all the way over the love seat, going way fast. It just doesn't look like
oh, missing the heel flip indie. He did a nothing indie. Oh no, he just couldn't get that flip round in time, landing pretty hard on his elbow, but we'll get our really good medical team down in there to check him out. But that was shaping up to be a big run, but where did it go wrong, Mitchie?
He tried the tray flip indie fakie, and it just didn't snap right. I think your balance shifts a little bit more towards your tail when you try to do a tray flip versus a varial flip. So he shifted back, but it only did a varial flip. So the trick just didn't have the right balance in the air. So as soon as he put it down, splat.
Okay, it is going to be a victory lap for Issei Sakurai right now. 94 points on the board. I would like to see an upgrade again. Wouldn't that be a great moment, even though he doesn't need to?
He's just going so big, and it's such beautiful skateboarding that it's just such a pleasure to watch. So I hope he breaks that 12-foot mark on this first spin twist, just so we can enjoy watching it, just so we have a little dessert before we head home.
I've enjoyed every time this guy has dropped in. Big stale fish to start things off. And then, boom, look at that in the deep end.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Full speed over the love seat, up to backside tail slide.
And everyone, all the skaters are cheering him on. It's such a privilege to be in this position to have a golden run. Enjoy it.
Kickflip front side air over that gap hip. Front blunt, he's coming in to the front side tail slide, ollieing in with a 1 foot this time. There's the power slide, it got away from him, but it didn't matter because he's already won, and the crowd are going wild for Issei Sakurai, our winner out here at the World Skateboarding Tour World Cup Park, Ostia, Rome. Keegan in there going, come on, make some noise, and noise they are making. I can't hear a thing right now. Arissa with a round of applause as well. All the skaters come out to see finals, no matter where they finished in the competition.
And you can see why. You almost saw 4 full pulls from Issei.
Wow. I mean, is that where we're going right now? You know, that set the level for the next competition. This is what we're looking at. Not only have you got to do the most ridiculous tricks, you've got to do them at 400 miles an hour and 20 feet out of the coping. Here is our final standings. Big shout out to Guglielmo Marin getting through to our finals. Guy Curry not getting it together with an 87.98 and finishing in 7th. Luigi Cini in 6th. Keegan Palmer 5th place, which saw him get through to the golden runs. 4th place for Euro Nagahara, but our top three, Higoi Spihueska, 93 points straight. Second place going to Tom Shah, 93.15, and Isai Sakurai with 94 points, and rightly so, taking that first place here at Men's Park Final. What an amazing day it has been out here for finals, and what an amazing weekend it's been for skateboarding. So many big moments out here, and so many memorable moments as well, not just in our finals. We've seen people getting through to new levels of the competition, and new names getting through to semi-finals, quarterfinals, and our finals. But let's take a look back at our top three. Third place going to Higoi Spihueska. And you can see just why, with style for every mile and just rattling off so many tricks and the upgrades like that blunt slide, frontside 180 in, going alley-oop, Indy 3, and then kickflip, body varial alley-oop, heel flip Indy to fakie as well. This kid has got such a great attitude towards competition. He doesn't get phased at all, and we're going to be seeing a lot more from him in our finals. Tom Shah coming through with a big frontside feeble, got that second place so early on. There's that switch crooked grind down. He's always doing the hardest tricks and making them look as easy as possible. And definitely check out his curtains part on Thrasher magazine, because your mind will be blown, just as it has been out here in Ostia at the Spot Skate Park. There's that heel flip Indy, and then coming through for the varial flip Indy fakie. Did well to catch hold of that, but then pumping out of that big 540 with that alley-oop Indy 360 across the hip of the teardrop. And taking the win with this run right here, big stale fish. The biggest 540 in the deep end, 4,000 miles an hour on the back lip into a back tail. There's the kickflip, frontside air as well. Isai absolutely smashing it up onto the barrier. And we saw that crazy one in the deep end, and the backside 360 to seal the deal. And people's minds were absolutely blown, as they were here in the booth. We are going to take it down to the course with Mitchie Briscoe and Tom Shah.
Wow, that was absolutely psycho. What was your mindset coming into this final? Because you upgraded your semifinals run right away.
I just wanted to add in the flip in from the bank, but I was honestly just excited to watch Issei. That was a good display of skating from him. That was insane.
The only way that I can really put it was beautiful to watch. That last one didn't quite go so well. The heel flip didn't flip, and then the tray flip didn't come around. How's the body feeling after that slam?
That was a rough hipper, but it's all right. I mean, I'll be good in a day or two. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy with second. I'm stoked, so it's all good.
Let's have a look at your run. I really love, my favorite parts of the run are the tail grab 5 over the love seat, and obviously the varial flip Indy fakie. Where do you go from here? We're in the Olympic qualifier stage. What are you working on?
I'm trying to work on not just doing flip indies. I just realized I did 4 of them in my run, so probably maybe more grabs than are not just indies. But I don't know, just keep skating, have fun.
I really like how you're changing up the lines and being really creative. You're sneaky fast. Do you feel like some of that mega ramp invert background helps you reach a little higher on those vert walls?
Yeah, I think I got a good pump, and I always land low, even when I'm skating vert, so I think I've gotten good at getting my speed back somehow. So I think that helps the park. I mean, not everything is gonna go according to plan, and trying to get your speed back or change your line a little is pretty important.
Well, congrats on another great performance. I'm super proud of you.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, you absolutely smashed it, and you did it having fun as well.
Yeah.
And it's nice to hear you saying it's really important to have fun.
Yeah, of course. I mean, watching Issei was, I think, the best part of my week so far. Those few runs he did, that was insane. I mean, that's the fastest anyone will ever go in this bowl, and yeah, that was awesome.
So many special moments. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much for joining me as well, Mitchie. We're going to wrap things up. What an amazing competition out here at our men's final. So many big moments, and we're going to be taking it over to the Coliseum in Rome next week for our street competition. We'll see you then.